can't 1 in 8. That'll be your excuse, no?
I
You.
mean, like,
That's a good excuse.
that
Wait, why can't I
that's.
opt in?
I'm offending my. Oh, I can't offend. No.
Maybe like
2 extra chests. I'm getting the extra chest over here. I'm a greedy little boy.
Oh, team
Limited
chest,
blocks
team
too.
chest. Wither ball.
Oh yeah, it is limited blocks this way. Be
Yeah.
careful for the people who might be here. I don't
Yo,
know if
I
they
am
are.
not. I'm not with you
They
at all.
are late. Oh no, they're going left. They're not going to us.
Wait,
I mean right. I'm stupid.
Okay.
yeah, get the
their
third
team
one.
chest? Yeah.
Also, the scythe you can like use it once and it has a cooldown, and you just gain hearts from your enemy. You can like heal up a little by punching someone with a scythe.
Is it?
Yo, Harry, you low-key scared me. I'm not gonna lie.
Should we just loot mid? Yeah, let's loot mid.
No, Fruit's there. The whole Cyan team is there. Go
Oh
back to
yeah,
Fruit.
yeah.
Wait.
I have iron boots for someone.
Give it
What
to.
does
I
Zeus
don't
do?
really care. He goes to
Wait, the
G.
scythe you
No.
click or you right click?
You just punch them. Just punch them.
It's just like a. It's like a sword.
Yeah,
It has
but like it
diamond
has a
stuff.
cooldown.
Yo, are we actually? Are we crap? Are we cap? I have no arrows.
I don't
Yeah,
have
no
arrows
arrows.
either.
Yeah.
We're gonna camp us
Wither
out
ball.
here.
Grant Slowness 2 and
I
Wither
know.
2.
Okay, do you
We
want
can
to camp
like
in this
move
now?
a little. Are we down to move?
Yeah, I'm down to
Oh,
move.
Yeah,
take
let's
this
go in
chest
a
as
little bit.
well.
In this.
I have iron boots for someone.
Nice.
Here you
Give
go
it
on
to
the
Oh,
me.
they
floor.
left the diamond helmet. Go, bang. Here, take an
Nice,
iron, take an
nice.
iron. Someone.
You want to get in the mid? Honestly,
Take
I'm
a
down.
chain,
Thank
take a
you.
chain too.
I'm down to be in mid right now.
Whoa,
I
whoa, oh my
guess.
god.
I don't know.
No, Science shouldn't fight us.
Um,
R.
we can look at red team over here. Come over here.
Oh, thanks, thanks, thanks.
Red team's not that stacked.
Oh, wait, hold on.
No,
There's
you're
the
chilling,
whole
we're
team
chilling.
going.
Yeah, watch out behind you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I can
Careful.
wither ball them, but I don't want Cyan to clean us over here.
Oh,
Wait,
there's
come.
the red team is so close.
I find
No,
like
no, we're
keeping this
still.
position on this corner. By
Yeah,
the way,
here,
I'm fine
come a
with
little
this.
bit this way. Come a little
Yeah,
bit
I'm
this
Yeah,
way.
sorry.
yeah. Come here, buddy.
Here, here, here.
I want to see what
Red
teams
are
are
the
left.
kind of team. Red
Where
are
is
the kind
all
of
the?
team
Where are
that
all the
jump.
teams? I don't see anyone.
Oh, they're just camping. They're just like
I see it.
playing
There it
late.
is.
I think.
I see. Oh, yellow built in behind us.
That's fine.
One of these.
Okay,
I
be
don't.
careful. Ideal is the kind of person to jump on us. Be
Nah,
careful,
they're
okay?
not
Yeah,
gonna
watch
jump
out,
on
watch
us.
out.
They're not gonna
Buddy.
go.
Yeah, they're like weird.
Anyone need chain
I
pants?
think we're kind of in a bad position because we're just gonna get like.
We
Wait,
can
I
we can go
have
on top of this chart.
a soul
Okay.
banker. Do you
Yeah, yeah.
hold the soul banker to bank? Is that how
Yeah,
it
yeah,
works?
yeah.
I see.
It's like
You right click it to
yeah.
buy.
You right click
I
and you
see.
hold. I think.
You hold right click. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, start moving around with red a little bit. Come this way.
Okay.
We're gonna look at red a little bit.
Follow the whole yellow team.
Okay,
Nice.
got it.
I'm down. This blue is
Yeah,
cracked
yeah,
as
yeah.
as
Just
well.
follow red.
They're out. Yeah.
Oh, they are. What is?
They're just like
Okay.
going
Oh,
back. I
they
don't
just
really know
killed.
why.
No, there
Yeah.
was blue there. There was like
Yeah,
a
it was
few
blue.
blue.
I don't like pink being there either. Is the thing.
Yeah, we can back up a
Yeah,
little
we're
bit
playing
this
on
way.
Sunday.
Yeah, you
I
can
think
back.
holding
I
this
come
is
back.
probably
There's a
the
lot
best.
of
Yeah, this is
space.
good. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be like a mosh pit there.
Nah, I get that.
Um,
That people here are not gonna play aggro unless
green.
you're like.
Yeah, yeah. Green.
What
Wait,
the hell
green's
is
running
that?
gear. Can we get like a pick on
I don't have arrows.
3?
Let's chill. Good shots though. It's Carter, so he's just not gonna take AB. How it is. Red's gonna camp green too. Honestly, we're fine just keeping this corner because red's gonna be weird.
I don't know how
Guys
this
are
wither
fine.
generator works. It says it's a
It's
radius,
just.
but
Oh,
I think it's
Yeah,
just
we
you
go.
place it
God,
down and it's like a lingering pot. But
I
like
have
the
no
wall
idea.
is
I have no idea what I'm doing, bro. I haven't like.
I don't have arrows
no,
either.
that's the only way to
Uh,
do
All
it.
right, let's play up. Let's play up.
There's gonna
Build
be a
this
hype
out.
order
Build
if I
this
just
start
out.
coming
this
with me,
too.
Titan. Well,
Be
not just,
careful,
but like
they
Yeah,
might
yeah.
transfeed you.
2 days
Regardless,
ago.
you're here. I don't know what that does.
Oh, nice.
She's
Dramatic
kind of
Wait,
been
that's
pause.
laying around.
crazy. What? It's got a.
They're taking
Yeah,
damage.
shoot them.
I'm gonna wither ball them too.
Wait,
They're gonna take a minute.
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
let's get him.
god, wait.
I was hit with my own wither
Bro,
ball.
okay. We should
Wait,
save
Carter.
that for the boss bit at the end.
I agree.
Okay. I just wanted to see how it worked.
Stop for
We're
red
outside
here.
the water. You go in red one.
Ever eat on carrots if you can. And try not to get spooked.
I've been putting off streaming before that, but I'm gonna use that as an excuse. That's why I haven't been getting on.
Nice, man.
Oh, I just died.
I don't even know what's going on.
We got two.
Just watch this. Like, it's so
It's such a.
close.
They just see anything.
I'm trying to
Engage green. Oh my god.
Oh,
It's weird because I have pain, but I can't tell where it's coming from. Obviously, it's in my mouth somewhere. Anyways, we have until 1 o'clock, and then we can move on to the next challenge. I'm trying to do other things besides just playing Minecraft.
I'm not there.
Oh God. Okay. Ow.
Good pick. Good pick.
Uh,
Go like.
lay. No. What's okay? Um. Honestly, I feel like that would cause more trouble. A death note, like, because if it does the opposite of a death note, the death note kills people, which means the life note would bring people back to life. Uh, the gods of life, that god of death, god of life. I mean, because death is a natural thing that happens. Like what? Does the life note just make babies?
Just run, just
They're
run.
still chasing. They're still chasing.
I mean, because reviving people kind of sounds more dangerous than having people killed.
Try and like
Yellow's here.
keep them off
Um,
here.
Here, go mid. Go
this
mid.
is
Oh no,
stupid.
yellow are also interesting.
Red's pushing.
Here, come this way.
Oh, red's pushing. Oh, yellow are pushing.
This is such a stupid prompt.
We can go around. Can you keep running around that ring? We can probably meet up.
Blue's on me.
Oh,
I can't run around.
Uh,
Yeah, try to survive if you can.
I'm dead. Yeah, I can't do anything there.
Chill.
Whatever.
mm,
We should have taken that fight too. Unfortunate.
I was
mm.
in like like the damage in this is so weird. Like I was standing in like a spot where I'm
No,
like
I'm not
was
doing
like
it,
full
man.
build and like I was
I'm not doing it. I vetoed this challenge. I veto.
Oh, run did that.
I don't want
Yeah,
it.
no, run did like.
This challenge sucks.
He
He
shot like a
killed
guy,
you. He
bro.
fully killed you, and then like at the same time killed me.
um,
Are they
I don't
fighting?
know
Is
why I went
Aqua
right.
fighting here?
I should just fall back.
They're all fighting and all of yellow's together though. So you're probably gonna pick off yellow. Oh, run from that way. Sign's gonna pick off yellow. Hold on.
Yeah,
Fine.
nice.
Do you have
Nice,
arrows?
nice.
if
Never mind.
full
Get off the basket.
death note can make you do things up until your death, then a life note can make it you
Just run to the right.
Yeah,
We're
they're
just
gonna
fine.
come for you.
don't do
Yeah.
things after you
Actually, just try and grief him. Try and grief him.
you
The
or
wall. Oh no.
Oh,
oh.
Good kill though.
Oh.
All good, all good.
We should have taken more initiative on blue. That's my bad. We shouldn't have
Anyways,
done
what's the
that.
next idea?
No, it was like weird. They were just like more together and just picked us off.
Sign's doing crazy this game.
Bro, it's cooking. What the
yeah,
hell?
Zako
God's
is
going cookie or
cooking.
crazy, bro.
Playing a Minecraft game design on paper. Yeah, but that would require me to use a camera. Or just do it offline. That's not very fun. Although right now you're just staring at dogs anyway, so. Mm.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Yeah, I think Cyan just got that,
Yeah, I say
unfortunately.
he's just gapping. Yeah.
You're a chicken.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, nice kill. Oh my god, I
Oh my
heal?
god. keep
Hold
going
on just a
inside.
sec.
Both grinding
It's
dead.
just why does it say?
Oh my god, I'm inside
Oh, I'm
the
suffocating.
block. Yeah, I'm suffocating.
Hold on just a sec.
Oh my god.
Nice, Kieran.
Ooh,
Oh.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck.
Here's ass.
Cash.com.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. Alright. Yeah. How did Kieran
You
get
get
here?
offhand like after it starts. You just can't do it pre-round.
Okay, left,
Oh.
fine. Grab this shit as well, someone probably. Yeah, I guess that's just flipped now for us.
The iron swords in here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I don't
Daily
think there's
puzzle.
Oh, they're all here. All of
yeah.
Limer's here.
Okay, no, we're
Wait,
just
where's
no.
the
We
iron
have to
sword?
take. We have to like. No, no. We're not. We're gonna have to fucking back off this. We have to like show presence and
Okay.
fucking do shit.
Where's the iron sword?
Nice.
Oh, I almost smoked them up.
GG.
Okay,
Come on, man.
yeah,
I think we have to.
I think we have to. Ross, Smithy Ross,
I'm going back.
Ross middle, Ross middle.
Okay, so I'm going back.
Honestly,
Oh.
Ah.
Oh,
okay, bro, just run. Oh my god, guys.
we're good. I figured it out.
I'm dead.
Oh no.
No.
Go behind you. Oh my god, I got death.
What do I even do? Oh my god, come open. Oh my gosh.
Alright, bro. Whoa. It's up to you.
Oh
Bro.
god. Yo, I'm just chilling, bro. I'm vibing out, bro. I can't do shit. Alright, what do I do here, bro? Low key? I don't know what to do. I'm just chilling here, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I have arrows. I plan on using them.
No, I was just stuck on Emville. I was like, oh fuck. He kept
Yeah.
going back, and I also went going back.
Yeah, I
and we were
know.
like, fuck,
That was just unlucky. That was pretty funny.
Oh, I've already done today's
Oh,
puzzles.
like, just like ignore those attacks and then
Oh my
yeah,
god, I almost
go
gave up.
home and then
Wait, I haven't? Okay. I'm confused.
I'm cooked.
fine.
What do I do, bro? I'm
Loki,
actually
until the
so lost.
border is flipped, just
Oh my
keep going.
god. Bro. What?
Attracting attention to yourself.
You have a checkmating idea. Can you find it?
No idea. Guys, no one's gonna see me. Low key, do I just start ripping shit when I'm like
Great play.
in the mid? Do I just start fading people out? To be honest with you.
You could
I
try to
don't
wait
think
till the
Darsh
end,
points
maybe.
are like
You can play checkmate soon. Do you see how?
way to try and pick up kills.
Pink team's pretty low, but they're getting one.
Great play.
Just run away from my unfortunately.
Bro, it hurts so much.
Yo, how are we in fifth? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
somehow.
this guy
That
got
first
down.
round was like good.
This guy
And then
got
like
down.
we just got shit.
Surely
Wait,
they'll
low
go
key,
for
pull
it.
up on red, no? And try to hit
They're
them
gonna
all.
block us,
Okay,
no?
no, they're going. Yeah, they're going
No, they're
away.
going. I don't wanna. They're gonna see me before I get there.
Yeah.
Straight
Real
hits.
TV is
Damn. Okay.
sorry.
Wait, do they see me? Beautiful. Wait, do I just pull up on them? Be honest.
Border is full. Border is close, so you might just want to go now.
Yeah, you wanna go now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Drop the
now.
gaffle, by the way, on the way. Drop the right. You wanna go to him? No, no, no. No, no, no. Go to him. And also drop the gaffle. Okay. Yeah, there. Well, I don't know. I should be dodge out.
Wait, no, that's not.
I don't know. Sanji's just looking there.
Whatever.
You can try and go mid and go on the shard. You see the shard on the right? Just go on top of that. And like use blocks to like fortify it.
Just watch out for yellow.
Yeah, just like watch out. Yeah, keep peeking as well. Because everyone's
Gotham got
gonna
one.
block.
Blue's gonna look at red, I think.
No, don't go down. Don't go down. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, just like Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Dude, good.
Okay.
Nice. That was
You know what?
crazy.
Hey, you did, that was good. That was
That
good
was
for
good
like
though. That
solo.
was good
That
though.
was really good.
That was so shit. That was so shit.
Oh, the score gap is disgusting.
I got 3 kills. Sure, man. I got like 200 points that game, bruh.
I don't know.
Oh, heck no.
Killed
607
killed
ping?
Kier and like
Damn.
Good down.
Well, Cookie went.
Okay, sure, man. Now I got
Nice.
400 points for doing nothing. Like, sure, dude.
Hey,
W
you got some kills,
gameplay.
you know?
3 kills,
That
and
last border
I
was kind
actually
of
just
fast. And
bricked
you
out on
survived it,
fucking
bro.
Gron, bro. Like, it's chill, though.
Oh, like, yeah, that was the last fight, though. So you got fine. You chill.
Here's to you, crossing oceans, bridging continents, and feeling right at home.
Oh.
Something once in a lifetime, time and time again. Silver Sea brings the world closer with intimate ships that reach infinite horizons on all 7 continents. Here's to the joy of the journey, to the unfamiliar and the unforgettable, to finding more. Visit silversea.com to learn more.
Oh my god.
Wait, how did you see the
Hey,
last
Only
game?
for you.
It says,
And
it's like
the
the
left
NPC to the
NPC.
left of
Yeah.
Brian.
Oh, the
Yep,
NPC
right
to the
here.
left. I see.
Right here.
Oh,
Yeah, you got, I think, take it.
wow, that's
That's
incredible.
beautiful.
Um, Creepy didn't respond, so I don't know if
Oh,
I know they have a sub.
I think
Yeah,
Shalom,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, Shalom.
Yeah, Shalom.
He's out. He's out.
You can do one more game and message him. He's wait like 5 minutes, bro.
Yeah, no, one more game's fine.
Dude, I triple killed
Oh
Kokian.
my gosh.
I hit the health box too, by the way. Kokian would have gotten KB'd out if I didn't.
Wait, is it Creepy or is Sleep as the host?
It's both, but Creepy's the main one.
Creepy live here.
Wait, where's the other one?
Dude, I forgot how much hardcore a lot of people use.
Oh, like hardcore is quite common. Like a lot of people use it.
No. The Q? The tacos, bro. If
Oh,
Creepy did more,
oh, okay.
Freeze Tagging did more. Think about it.
Freeze tag. Let's do a freeze tag. I don't know. I've never played it.
We might,
Never
we
played
low
it.
key need to have freeze tag out now because we already have info on which collab wins, bro.
Hey, I think Shalom is not bad. Although he was pretty blind, like IRL. So,
No, okay, Salam is actually like medically blind, like legally blind.
Oh, me
bro,
too.
Fun fact.
his
Actually,
glasses are insane.
yeah,
His
I'm
glasses.
How thick are your glasses, bro?
I'm negative 7.5 on both eyes.
I swear he's like over 10. I swear he's like over
That's
10.
crazy.
That
I've
blind.
never heard anyone over 10.
No, he actually has to. I'm pretty sure he has to like go to some specialized like.
No, I think when he goes outside, he has to have someone with him.
Bro, he's like
Actually? Oh my
like
Yeah,
his
god.
I'm
glasses
serious.
are fully custom made for him. It's
That's crazy. That's crazy. Because like my
Like,
when I went to get glasses, they said like, oh, your lens is like the thickest lens you
Just
ever have.
puzzle.
I'm like, oh damn.
wait, can we talk about is Cookie adding Swift
Read
mode?
a weird story idea.
It's
Build
true. Okay, wait,
something.
Swift mode. What the shit?
Build something creative.
Oh
bro,
wow. Okay,
harder
Kokian, I'm
content
300 off of
here.
Cookie. Anything's possible.
Here's insane. What the hell?
Here, he's
Like here, yeah,
he's
here is
spitting.
good.
Here he's
Yeah.
going crazy. He's a spit.
I didn't know. I know.
You didn't know?
Oh no,
Here?
I want
Like
to do
watch
Duolingo.
events, you know.
Whenever we watch events, he's always like just like telling me everything.
Bro,
Like
Zelda
second.
level me. What the hell?
Why is it marked as a video game?
Zelko.
Dude,
Salva
Dolphin and
Pumi?
Brinks.
I'm
Hello,
joking.
hello. That's crazy. My abysmal parkour. The fact that I'm top 15 is genuinely a miracle. It's chill. Boom. Nah, this is a fun event though. I've enjoyed myself.
Yeah, no, these are fun games. I like parkour ones a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yup.
Boom.
What's the next
Boom.
game?
German.
Uh,
Parkour tag? Free tag?
parkour tag is chill. We could do the bingo game too. But I don't know.
Nah, I think Bingo's
I'm
like
low key
whack. Oh
thinking
why?
is Evbo or Shalom also
I
do
think
better.
we just want free stack now.
I think
Yeah, I'm
free
down for
stack is
free
a net
stack.
positive.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Shalom is everywhere, bro. He's
Wait, what
actually
the
like
hell? There's a game for. Is this game? Wait, what?
game five.
These are not the same.
Game
What is
there's
that?
vote in
There's a
Discord.
vote? What?
I just saw it.
Oh, there is. Okay. Second most vote wins. I'm
Vote
voting.
cube, vote cube, vote cube.
For cube?
Voting. Okay.
Yeah, vote cube.
Ah,
Spillful is pretty good too, honestly. But then
hello, Julia.
we have 30 seconds already. It might be a long game.
Milch.
It's all right.
Free stack?
Oh,
Yeah. It's close. Free stag's 11.
Wein und Wasser, bitte.
Okay. Ogar wants to vote free stag. If he's okay, it's tied. Okay, right now it's
Bier
2-2.
oder Wasser?
Oh, Efo, did you
Yep.
vote?
Wait, what? Oh no, I
Nice.
didn't.
Wasser,
Free stack, free
bitte.
stack.
Danke.
Oh.
Wait, nice. Okay.
We're
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
we got
It's
it,
good,
we
it's
got
good,
it.
it's good, it's good. It's chill, chill.
Coffee. I don't know if that has two F's or not. Cool.
All right.
Literally named after me. What the hell?
Tea und
Oh,
Milch,
insanity, bro.
bitte.
Wait, what
Okay,
games are in the
Efo,
cube?
Efo.
What games are in that one?
Brot.
It's like a lot of random ass
Tea. Wasser. Hello. Whoa, that was almost clicked the wrong thing. Bitte.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's one of them. One of them.
Okay. I don't. Wait, how does this work? How do like?
Okay, so
One
as a hunter,
danke.
you have like a bow with a snowball you can long people with, or you just normally rug and tag them. And
I
when you freeze
misheard
someone,
that.
teammates that are unfreeze can like unfreeze their
Bitte.
teammates. So it's like you gotta make sure all covers are
Bitte.
checked.
Okay, okay.
When you're hunting, when you're running, don't rug and
Hello.
tag, bro. Just be better.
Yeah, and also
Get out.
Milch.
unfreeze
Yeah.
teammates if
Yeah,
they're.
yeah, yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
Coffee.
who you want to hunt. I don't think it really matters. I just go up first,
Und
to be honest. I think I'm third priority, Hash second, and Russ first.
danke.
And then Eric just vibes out.
Um,
yeah, I'll just vibe, I'll just vibe. Don't worry,
Tschüss.
I'll vibe, I'll vibe.
I don't want to be an asshole, but
No, 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 it's fine,
low
it's fine. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
vibe player, bro. That is the best vibe player ever.
Don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
Oh, hell yeah.
All good, all good.
Bro. I can't imagine the VC after this event's gonna go crazy, no?
No, it's actually gonna, yeah, it's over.
It's gonna be nuclear.
Wait, so
I'm
if
gonna
you're
have my one. It's lime.
if you're
Yeah,
a
slime.
seeker, no,
Carter
sorry, not a
might
seeker.
hunt.
If you're a seeker, you can unfreeze your teammates, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yay.
Who do you want to hunt on
Okay,
this?
I'm hunting.
me or Efo? Yeah,
Go
you
Evo.
go.
Okay, okay, I believe in you, I believe in you.
All right, I think you guys can play like 2 and oh wait, there's only 3 and 1. Never mind.
Yeah, we just split
Just
up,
play.
and
Just
if
Yeah,
play
split up,
someone's
me.
right?
frozen, then one person gets like their
Touching.
aggro, the other
Carter
person
touching.
tries to. Oh, they're on you. They're on that side.
Yeah.
If someone gets
Carter's
tagged,
behind him.
we just split up. The two people just split up so that one person can grab aggro and the other
Where are they
person
right now?
can.
Oh,
I think
okay.
he was
Fell.
on me and I
Yeah,
fell.
yeah,
Oh, he's going to us.
yeah,
Going
go
to
to
us.
Hachi, yeah.
Hey,
I
bro,
froze
you're
someone.
okay. Oh, frick.
Level. Make sure they don't make sure they don't unfreeze someone. Where is he? Wait, you?
Oh, on you.
On me, yeah, yeah,
On you
yeah.
are.
On you. Nice.
On me still?
Hey.
Oh, yeah,
Level.
yeah.
One
Okay,
more.
we're good, we're good.
I need one
Where
more.
is he? Oh, he's going
On the
to you.
corner, on the
Okay, I'm
corner.
gonna.
Yeah,
Okay, run, run, run.
He's looking,
Okay,
he's
so
looking.
like, why is there like,
Oh, nice.
Nice Evo.
I
Good
got
shit,
him.
Evo.
oh,
My god.
Nice.
Okay, runner, runner,
Evo, you're
runner.
beautiful.
Oh my god.
Alright.
half the
I'm
stuff
going
on
on.
here
Oh my
that's
god.
on
Oh
Onga.
no,
Okay.
just run, Brody. Don't
Just
try
And
and
run.
also,
hold
what
on.
is with
Just
the
run.
cursor on the app thing?
6 seconds.
It's really weird.
You
Oh,
can
okay.
try and
I
hold.
guess that
Ah,
makes
9
sense.
seconds. Good job, good
Huge,
job,
huge,
good
huge,
job.
huge.
Try was better, Pryo
Good
there.
freaking job. Good freaking job.
This is gonna be yellow. Dolphin's gonna hunt maybe. I
Mm,
low key want Evo or Hash on this one.
I can go.
Go Hash.
I hope Dolphin hunts, basically.
Yeah.
bro, I know I just like, got
Where you
here,
running,
but,
Evo?
Wait, where do oh.
You're running
Oh
now.
yeah, yeah, okay,
You're
okay.
runner.
Yeah, you're good.
Hope all these hunting.
All right.
Okay.
Is
oh,
Valley?
So fine. No, the issue is the good thing is Valley probably won't tag many of us. Oh, going on your
I don't know.
going over on the left. Make
I
sure
need
you
to, I'll be right back.
Hey.
yeah.
Okay,
Good.
yeah.
Nice, good juke. He's on
Let
you.
me get some water.
Oh, my armor's
Frozen.
low.
You're good. You're good.
Wait, can someone come over here?
Mm,
Yeah,
Yeah,
gotta make
Split
sure
up,
you
gotta find
split
a way,
up, and
gotta
come
find
to this side.
Oh my god.
I think I'm just gonna play Minecraft. I don't care.
Yeah. Unfreeze.
I don't
Unfreeze.
care.
All three of
My
you.
mouth hurts.
Perfect. Oh, I got frozen. You have to loop around. Get air. Get air. Or, oh, never mind.
Wait, he's
Up and
on
over.
me.
Up and over. Up and over. Through mid. Oh.
Fuck! Oh
I
my
think
god.
you.
I tried to juke him.
Okay, I'm
Alright,
not good
yeah.
at this. I'm gonna be honest.
You're good.
Fuck.
Fuck. Damn it.
I just
Okay, I
can't.
should try and get them.
Why does
That's
it
my
just
bad.
go
I don't
up
know
Oh,
why I
I
didn't
missed
tag
my
air
jump.
there.
That's so sad.
Nice hash.
Bro, why can you not go up there? Like,
Fuck.
Calfrain's just unfrozen now because I was there. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to play this.
I missed my
Congrats, man.
jump.
I
That's
know too.
bad.
Loki, Brody, I think you should be higher priority than me.
Okay. If it's red, I want Evo hunting. Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Evo.
Yeah.
You're good. And then if it's like, if it's purple, I think red, purple, yellow should be, or blue could be Evo. I think I could probably do one of those.
Yeah, you should do one soon so that we like,
I'll do
I don't know.
purple. On me off road.
NR?
No, on me off road. Awesome, man. Going through mid.
I don't know
Nice
what I'm
info.
going to do. I shouldn't do that.
Oh,
On the
I'm
very
down,
back corner here.
Yeah.
Nice air.
Here's
Oh,
in front of you, in front of you, in front of you.
going to me.
It's chill, it's chill, it's chill. If you can, I want to have him
I
rotate towards
fell.
me.
I fell. That's bad.
Oh. Oh, it's a
Whoever he's
bow.
not
It's
going
a
to
bow.
go to me. Oh wait, you're
He's on me.
frozen there.
Yeah, I'm frozen,
Oh.
yeah. Straight behind you.
Oh my god!
Pass.
Yo!
Oh, I messed up.
Okay, okay. You're good, you're good.
All right, keep going,
Yeah,
guys.
If
yeah,
you can
if you
try
get-
getting to me, if you can try getting to me.
Oh!
No.
What? Oh, use the snowball. I forgot that's a thing. Oh.
Alright. Those are the two best teams in the event right now, so it's chill. And off me.
Oh my god. What?
No.
Oh my god.
Oh
No.
no.
Oh, no.
Oh. Chill, bro. Yeah, you got one. Nice.
I didn't know how
Awesome.
the snowball works. I tried throwing it so many times and like I just kept messing
It's like
up.
a bow.
Yeah.
I think. I'll do this. Fuck it.
Nice.
I think Ogar might hunt. Or Shadow.
I think that means this round.
Okay, Ogar hunting, yeah.
Okay. Going right?
Going to you, Evo.
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't work.
Rotate. Oh, rotate, rotate. Keep going, keep going. This is not good. I'm just gonna go the other way.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh. There's a...
Where the hell are they? Try and
Bottom,
snipe
bottom.
me. Not today, bro.
Don't fall. Behind you, stay behind.
Got him all. Nice.
Good job. Okay, I don't know what I did after that. I was just like, what?
I saw the vision, like, you bait
I
me.
thought he was gonna go exactly where I was going. I don't know why I thought that. First he's gonna try to cut me off immediately. Okay.
Well, I also hunted back after that.
Yeah, that means... Okay.
Personally, I want to be mid. I feel like I am good there.
I don't know.
Guys, I got ice cream because I can, and because wait, what? Hopefully the cold was distracting me from the pain. Anyways, I was thinking about continuing the speedrun challenge with ChatGPT, but given his creative prompts for the stream, I don't think I want to deal with him again. But I think it'd be so funny. I want to get a face tracking for a YouTuber model, because I find it funny when they're eating, and on the screen you just see their model opening and closing their mouth while they eat. So I have an idea, even though I think that the writing prompt is still stupid. Life note. Kind of like the angel role in Among Us, where
Alright, get Brody. Or whoever's tagged. Uh-oh.
um
No way! Bro, so close. Look, like the.
when you write down their name, they will be immortal for a certain amount of time, but then you can't use it on them again. It's like if you're going into a dangerous situation and you know that they might have a possibility to die, then they kind of like a plot armor card. But then they can only use it that one time, and then their name can't be written down again.
Alright, let's go. This map is very hard to maneuver around, or escape people.
4 for 3, bro. We got that. Let me lock in. At least one thing. Brute? Fuck me, bro.
Oh wait, that's.
Uh-oh. Watch out with the bow. Oh yeah. You
The
got me,
heck?
Zach. Oh. Oh, he missed.
No.
He missed.
Well,
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Could got me.
I ran out of ice cream.
Oh what?
Um,
Slow down. The cookie's still on me.
Cookie's in
I
mid.
should probably rinse this
Cookie,
bowl
Cookie
out.
can't decide. Cookie can't decide.
Oh my gosh, I fumbled.
What happened?
I'll do that
Cook got
and
me.
come
Run.
back.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just stuck in this bubble vader. They're going to you though, so it's chill.
Watch out for a bow.
Oh my
Turn
god,
around the
bro.
other
We
way.
got us.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That only serves
Attack
as
me
a
over here.
temporary
Oh, she's
distraction,
going to
so
you.
that's awesome.
Be careful whoever is here. Run.
Cookie's guarding me. Cookie's guarding me. No, you guys are good. Cookie's just guarding me. Oh no!
Can I wrap around? Okay, I'm going to you.
You got me! Run!
Oh.
Oh my god.
That's good.
Nice.
Oh my god.
I'm sad, bro.
What was that? It's so.
We could have won. They unfeasible last second.
That was fun. That was fun.
What was that round?
That round was so funny.
Save? Oh, crazy.
GG's.
Be freaking G's, bro.
That was fun.
We all look pretty similarly, though.
Well, I don't have any. I mean, I refuse to use ice packs, so I'm just gonna have to try to distract myself.
How could I? My bad, my bad. Blame Swiffies for not accounting for daylight savings.
Ugh. Alright, you're just looking at it blank.
Okay, so for
Stop.
basically
Oh,
this
God.
event. So I was a part of the Pandora's box this event originally. So like my obligations are to this one. But the Clicks event wasn't
Okay,
scheduled, or I guess this
change the
one wasn't
title.
scheduled
And,
with daylight savings in mind. So like the
oh,
time difference was fine. That it was like planned around this. Like the Clicks event. Like there's other people in the Clicks event that are supposed to be in this one too.
I'm just gonna hide
But,
this.
the Clicks event did not change daylight savings, so it was like only 2 hours between. It was supposed to be 3. But I let them know beforehand. Like I asked them, I was like, "Look, I can sub out if you want. Like instead of playing all of the games."
Minecraft.
But they said it was fine to play like half the games
This
and
one?
then sub out because they had someone ready to sub out for
Nope.
like the back half of the game. So that was just what they told me. So no disrespect intended. All right.
Bro, what is happening?
That was fun though. The Clicks games I played were very fun. Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen Pandora's box. Thing. All right, let's. Okay. Wait, give me 1 sec. I'll be back.
What? Um, I'm just gonna feed this to Toss GPT. Being hit, I have to read. Oh my god, what is that sound? Oh, I kind of forgot about that. Take it, anyways. What? Are you kidding me? Skyblock rule? There are rules specifically for Skyblock? what is this? Okay. I'm gonna feed these to Toss GPT first. Okay. Go Toss GPT. I mean, he makes his answers so long that I'm not even gonna read it either. So like, why are you gonna make it so long? The whole purpose I'm giving this to you is so that I don't have to read all that stuff. God.
Oh my god, it's Tabby as Maki. Oh my god. Maki and Gojo. Where? Oh, here we go. Students of Jujutsu High. Master.
Oh my god, I don't know why I said that.
Hi,
Oh my god.
Sensei.
We have a new student.
We have a new student.
Tabby 3 and 2.
Why did you pop again?
How's it going, guys?
What does it feel weird? Is like,
Oh
I
my
can
god.
my ears
We have a
feel
grade
like they
4
have an ear
sorcerer that
infection or
just entered our
something.
BC.
I'm not grade 4. First off, I'm special grade, first off.
Bro, you have a
Oh.
heavily packed. You can't even see person.
I can't even
Find my-
expand, bro.
Wait,
I
but
don't know
Tabby,
where my
you
team
are
is.
Maki, by the way.
I know, I know.
Oh my
But like,
Oh my
see
god,
what's not this swole.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Wait, Tabby, did you do all your settings and stuff?
Yeah, Torara was here for moral
Nice,
support.
nice, nice.
Yeah, I got you.
I
Oh
was
my
telling him
god.
like we were reliving
Okay,
the
that
Cambridge
skin's
trial.
fucking epic. That skin's epic. Tabby, you gotta
Yeah, isn't it?
you guys gotta cosplay that. That'd be so sick.
Dude, I
Oh
am.
Oh my.
I
why does
am.
this hurt
I
so
totally
much?
am.
That's so sick. Wait, I gotta see everybody else. Where's the rest of your team?
Dude, look
You're
behind
all
you, behind you,
JoJo?
behind you, behind you.
Jojo?
What do you mean all
Wait.
It's
JoJo?
not really that
Oh,
hurt.
sorry, that's JoJo.
It's just
Jujutsu Kaisen,
just
sorry. JoJo.
feels weird.
Okay, that's one of my favorite characters. Sorry.
Or maybe I just don't like admitting that it hurts.
Dude, wait, where
Okay.
Taro? Oh shoot! Oh my god! Whoa, 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 whoa,
You're
whoa!
you're just as bad as
Bro,
Toss
ghost mode.
GPT. Oh my
Ghost
gosh.
mode.
Bro, that is not a vibe.
Yo, we
You
got
look
the
like
whole
somebody
squad.
like finished all over your head. Alright,
Bro, what the? Bro, what? What is wrong with you? Freak, get out of here. Good lord.
How old are you
Mm.
today?
No,
How old's
see what's
Suad again?
actually a freak.
How old are you?
He's pushing 30. He's
He's
pushing
pushing
30.
30. He's pushing 30, yeah.
Um, alright, wait, we gotta line
Oh
up.
my
Wait,
god.
did you guys want to get some hyperdrive practice in? Let's
Bro,
get
bro,
some
hold on,
hyperdrive.
hold on.
Oh.
I'm starting my stream.
Oh
Bye.
yeah, you start that.
Oh my god. Oh, Griffin, where are you? Come to the spawn.
I'm just put my
No, get
my
out of
thing
that.
down.
Get out of that disgusting place. Right. Okay, follow
Instead
me.
of streaming.
We're gonna take you to the trenches.
I'm dying in
Like,
hyperdrive. I'm
this
on
is
everything. I'm
probably
dying
why
everywhere.
I'm not
On
streaming.
everything?
Because
Dude, no,
On
this
dude.
Toro's
is
life,
what I
I'm
would be
dying
doing
everywhere.
anyway.
Dude.
Um,
You just have to expand
not
your
very
domain. You can
entertaining.
just expand your domain, bro.
Oh, you're right.
If you think about it, Temple Lockout should be our game because we're just
Oh,
gonna
we're domain
expand all
expanding
over. We're
in the
expanding
map.
upon all of them, dude. Genuinely, we're expanding. I mean this. Like it should be our game no matter what.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Griffin
now
has
I'm
it, bro.
AFK. Apparently I'm mute.
Yeah.
Not
Oh.
right now.
Not yet.
I'll save the expansion.
I haven't finished the hyperdrive course.
I
Wait,
haven't
why
either,
is
but that's
Ball 69 in here?
Oh, cool, there's an error.
Ball 69 is subbing in for Ogar for the first two games because Ogar loves Quits games.
I say.
You just like say it.
Locked if the music is in
Oh,
the
so
music.
Ball 69 conveniently gets to play Jumping Mad.
Oh wait.
But the okay, wait. We Loki should wait for jumping mat later then. Hello.
I mean, it's not gonna make.
Light
Ulgar
switch? Oh,
is
okay,
close to
fair enough.
dying if not finishes. So it's like
But
a matter of
like
nothing.
We're gonna find some cacti. Or cactus. Also, I wanna play the exact audio that's getting the YouTube video censored.
Actually, no. If anything, it's probably way worse for Hyperdrive. He's probably like goaded at
oh,
it.
is Solar that bad?
Oh, that's finished.
No, no. I mean, he's
I'm gonna launch
pretty
my
good.
other one. Yeah.
How good?
I would guess.
That is pretty loud.
I would guess. I mean, movement demon. So
Ow.
It's okay. We have like 4 of the best sorcerers in the world.
I can still tell that that's light switch, and it's barely, it's turned all the way down. Oh my gosh.
Okay, we're gonna. Okay, look. You may have lost your voice now, but we're gonna find your voice for you as we completely own the
Oh
rest of the
no.
opponents in the game. I don't care. We're gonna win this. I believe.
Tabby, why'd you say oh no?
Oh my god, what is it? We're gonna find. Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't see where.
Oh my.
Oh, are you doing hyperdrive?
Oh
Do
my
I have
god.
anything else I need to change?
So
Like
hot.
settings that I.
FOB, you got. You're not playing in normal, are you?
I'm playing in 90.
90. No,
That's good.
Should I?
Oh my
no, you said
god.
95.
Okay.
Okay.
Chill.
I'm just, no,
You're
no,
just
I'm
staring at
just,
my
I'm just, I'm
AFK
just trying
screen.
to, I'm just trying to make sure
Oh my
your
god.
settings.
FOV watcher, like he
Yeah,
knows.
I mean,
Like,
look, I'm
damn,
trying
damn,
to.
he memorizes everything.
No, I mean, it's very like,
Mm.
at least when it comes to like, at least my particular game, I'm
It's
very
already
like
time for a
particular
break. Are
about
you
like,
doing? I think I actually
my
have
Setting.
taken a break.
settings.
I don't
So like,
remember.
That's fair.
and as
Yeah,
as a
how hard?
you know, as a top ranked sword player in the nation and
Wow,
Okay,
some people
anyways,
have
like I said, I was gonna have a
Wow.
stream
distraction.
can't hear the call. Why?
oh your
Click
audio track.
Discord again.
No, no, no.
I wanna play this game.
Oh, cause I
Our
split it.
recording or yeah, it's
Oh,
split. So just go
what do
to
I
Link
do?
the
hopes
little gear
will
symbol in the
distract
audio
me.
mixer,
Yeah.
and then check all the
Oh,
voices.
right,
So
yeah.
all of
Yeah, sure, whatever, man. I don't care.
For desktop.
It's not like I'm signing away my life or anything. Unless I am, then Toss GPT did a terrible job, and I blame him. What is this? Has it always looked like this?
ask stream now, because I had that issue post recording as well.
Oh, hi, Dorman Dave.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Very nice.
All right, you wanna? Oh no. Okay, you wanna watch me go?
It's
Level
not like I wanna watch
15?
you go,
Okay.
but I will listen
What
to
level am I?
the
Oh
comms.
no. Oh, so I do need to use a boost here.
You just
Um,
get a feel for like how the boost feels, and going upwards.
is this my level? No, that's my level 8.
Yeah, yeah, that's.
You can get the hyperdrive course completed.
Is this like on the easier side?
It's just about what it would be like, similar turns, similar vibe.
Oh, what? I totally
I haven't done this in a while.
waste hearts, but you don't die if you hit something.
You do you don't do it. You don't take hearts in the lobby. I don't think.
Welcome to the Hypixel Zoo,
Oh, I made it. Wait, Loki.
where everything is so. This isn't the zoo, it's the lobby. Are you okay? These are just
I can
some
skip
of the
this,
companions that you can find on Hypixel, available to unlock on the store. Purchase companions at store.hypixel.net.
Sorry. Fun fact about soccer. Go to. I can never win. So I will be getting first in.
Yay, more coins that I don't use. Bliss SG to get.
I'm not gonna lie, we have to run that every team. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
I'm getting pissed. Yeah, I'll be like 6 times in a row. I'm not gonna lie.
Anyways, here's my free mystery dust, because apparently they decided to change it and nerf
Keeps
us.
the sprint boost, whatever.
And just give us mystery dust.
Oh yeah, you have to use them sparingly.
Woo, mystery dust, yay.
I'm feeling it, Evbo. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the cursed energy.
Ow.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Okay, let's see.
It's
We're gonna do, for Or 3?
This team is the run back of a century.
No.
It is.
Let's just do 4 to get warm up or whatever.
Prime subs right now. Griffin?
Oh, farm manager.
Ooh,
Wow.
No, it's fine.
That was literally like Nanami. I could
Just play a random game with these random people.
oh my god. I legit just like I felt that like right here. You
Curve
guys
pace,
but
16
it's my
players.
Imagine.
Ugh. I would say lock in, but like I can't. I'd be lucky to survive, bro.
Dude, this game is so
God, what is that sound? Why is it so? Oh, it's the stupid mod. Is this cheating? Should I turn this lunar client off? Because I don't think I should be able to see those people on my compass. Or have a compass. I only got on lunar client so you could see what buttons I'm pressing. Over here. So echoey, bro. Oh, well, we're already dead. That's just awesome. Awesome. Just terrific.
I like Mahito though, so I don't know.
Get off! That was my team, right? Yeah, okay, good. I didn't fight the wrong teammate. We're still dead, though. Ow! Ow! Who the frick is that? Who the frick? Aw, come on. We just got here, man. You suck.
Chat. My chat. I just got a Prime sub as we were talking about.
I didn't even get to play, bro.
Isn't that crazy?
Everything hurts. No, I'm just being slightly dramatic. Not everything hurts. Just my mouth, my gums, my teeth. I'm not really sure. Something. Maybe I can get them to rage bait me enough that I forget about it. Oh, hey, gold. That's weird. Do we usually get gold? Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. Apparently these people do. Oh, this is an interesting map. We don't have anyone to the side of us. You can have that. I don't really care for it. Ooh. I wonder if I can jump over there. I only have one. Okay, we're gonna try this. I mean, I should still have a bid, so that's just fine. Oh, I died from the fall damage? Are you kidding me? Bro. This is so stupid. Oh wait, I have a water bucket. Oh my god. TNT. Can I buy TNT? How much is TNT? 8? Oh my gosh, okay. Dude, what are these sounding? Alright, alright, alright. I'm gonna. Are you kidding me? I've done that before. Am I high? What team am I on? Alright, anyways. Someone here? Are you kidding me? Why am I being called? Hello? Are you already coming back? Okay. Aqua Affinity, what's that for? Anyways, I'm supposed to get. I'll let my sister in because apparently our dogs aren't friendly to visitors. All right, let's try that again. This time, let's try not to die. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Who is that? Who's doing that? Ow! Oh, are they shooting me? Bro, why do I even try?
Oh, my eyes are turning blue. My hair is turning white. Oh my god. I just feel the energy. I feel it. Oh my god.
Tabby, 2v1 SMK.
I was trying to hit you. Dude, that was bad.
I need building blocks. Everything hurts. I don't care, bro. Just get the freak off me. Oh my gosh. Where did he go? Ow, would you back off, bro? Get the freak off me. God dang. Now I need food.
He like is a pro Rage Baiter.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, look.
What? C-Watt's gonna spoil JJK, bro.
What is red? Crimson Cyclops.
Bro!
Get my... Okay.
No, I'm not hiding chat. I'm hiding chat.
Jeez.
Chat, if you haven't, he's lying.
Can we slow walk up to the platform, like as a squad? Wait, Evo in front as Gojo.
Yeah. No, you guys walk in front of me.
Oh, jeez.
Bro, Chaos, stop.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
Hey, dude, hey. Oh, wait, I survived.
No, he's messaging me now. He messaged me another one. I actually don't know if it's true or not. I actually don't know.
Um. You know, I'm just gonna put a pop-up tower right next to them.
He's gonna get really mad. We might be actually not bad at hyperdrive. Alright, everyone walk in front of me. Tabby.
I suck at this, bro. I'm so bad at this.
Students,
I'm so bad at this.
Jujutsu high.
Oh, right.
Line up.
I,
Line up.
I think Yuta is low
Ow!
let out the demon. Oh my god.
He's a ruthless.
Rika's coming to play.
Was that tough?
Oh, I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm so good. Oh god. Oh yeah, I'm so good. I'm so awesome. I'm so golden. I'm so cool. Oh yeah. I somehow survived that. Ow. Oh, I'm so cool. I'm so cool, man.
The legendary is a Sukuna finger. We have to go.
Here you go, guys.
Okay.
I can't do anything with this. So.
I've never even found a legendary.
Ah!
I think I did once.
Ooh, game 8.
I'm not fighting, bro. I can't fight.
Alright, let's go out here.
For the life of me.
Tabby, we can take the speed pads. Tabby Griffin, we can take the speed pads.
Okay.
And you wanna make sure to come back in 30 seconds.
Gold.
Yeah.
This arena has the limitless.
Jesus!
Wait, so far it's a 50-50. Wait!
Where are they?
We're not jumping that.
Wait!
No, we're not jumping that.
We're trials. That's
fire because we're like a whole team and shit. Oh my god.
versus other people are not.
All the other people.
I see a common. You guys can take that one.
Going up. I got one.
A common.
Common item.
I don't want that one. Is there nothing else?
I got protection. Protection from the cursed energy.
I literally see 0 items. I'm
Who is
nothing.
hitting me?
Someone's hitting you.
Bro.
Swiffies.
Clock them, bro. I'm coming back. I'm worth
Guys,
nothing.
he's not letting me go to Swiffies.
Wait, I got a blow dart. You want me to slime Swifties for
Blow
you?
dryer?
No,
Yeah,
blow
yeah,
dart.
Simon, Matt. What are we going on?
Where's Swifties? It's just gonna be jump.
Oh my god, I killed Siwa.
Someone
I killed Siwa. I killed
killed
Siwa. I killed Siwa. I killed Siwa.
Okay, good. I got killed.
Yo, Zaywire, thank you for the raid.
Siwa down.
I can't go down. I can't go down without uncrouching.
Well, jumping mad. Alright. Tabby, I would try all the
Ah, Jesus!
number 1. Everyone can do hard number 1.
Frick man! Frick man!
Couple 3-block jumps. Or sorry, 1-block jumps. Yeah, she can do it. She can do it. You can use it like
Hold up. That's an inventory gem, right?
yeah, on like where you turn off your sprint and then you turn it back on. Wait, do you have the visual indicator for toggle sprint?
No, I don't.
Ooh,
Can I turn
okay.
it on here?
No, probably not.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Then I wouldn't worry about it. Just make sure your sprint's on. I think you have FOV.
Why is the pain getting worse?
Do I?
I don't know.
I mean, that's what I told you to turn on this time.
Look like you're
What is that on? Oh.
if you go off
Yeah, that is what we just did.
Yeah, that is what we
Hard,
just did.
right? Wait, you said hard.
No, this is the warm up.
This
This is
is
the
in
warm
the
up.
game.
Oh.
This is the warm-up.
I just jumped off. I'm gonna attempt it. Should I force momentum this?
On hard?
Yeah.
You can try 1 ticking. Do you remember what that is?
No.
Wait, oh, they have a
Wait, you like.
You hit
copycat
W,
skin.
1 tick before space. So it's like a very quick W.
While I'm in.
No.
Okay, why?
Yeah.
I don't even know what to do, bro.
Yeah, no, I do.
That was so
CSR,
stupid.
CSR,
Oh, no, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have.
CSR, you don't. Alright.
We got
Yeah, you can do this hard right here. And you'll be able to turn off players in a sec.
Everyone dial in.
I love jumping mad. I kind of hope it's a new version. I know there's like a different variant, but like
Okay.
Our last score? Yes, we are. Hello.
I'm beating you. I'm messaging Ubby.
Right.
You can turn the right dot to what's it called? Red thing in
Yeah,
top
what?
bar.
Oh,
And hide
yeah.
players.
Okay. Alright.
Alrighty. The music's kind of fire.
Let's go, guys.
One,
Oh,
get ready.
if Tabby, if you want to do a bunch of easies at the end, you can. If you complete the entire course,
Yeah.
you can go back and try any level you want. Like,
Oh my gosh, that's laggy. Sorry, my screen. Oh no.
you good?
Oh no, you good?
Yeah.
Alright, as long as you're good.
Ow.
I did the first part. Should I
Nice.
attempt?
Oh, Jesus.
My screen keeps lagging, guys. Like it just stops.
You can try the
That
second
might
one
just
for
be
a
like,
couple
oh my
attempts.
gosh, it's so laggy. What the heck?
Render distance to 2 maybe.
Okay.
Bring it down.
Ow. Who did that?
Oh, that's so shitty of me.
I did hard number 2.
Nice. That's huge. That's huge. I would just go
W
mediums
is
from then
huge.
on.
Okay. I'll do that.
Bro, what are you doing? Are you trying to kill me? Like, get off me, bro.
Kirby, you chill? He's tapped.
I swear to God, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my god. I'm choking.
Alright, I went the right way this time.
Who's my
Bro,
stun?
what is this?
Make sure after roll 2 you go to the right. I made that mistake.
Wait, go to the left?
Wait, you're good?
Hey, what, you doing?
Yeah. But
You
you
doing
can
mediums?
still do the
Oh, you're good?
the one before. I can't. Oh, nice.
So confused.
What do I do if it's a like 4-block vertical?
Is
You
just
just make
dumb or is just like playing with me?
a 4-block Maki just made a 4-block vertical jump.
I hit the 3
4
blocks.
block vertical is
Ow.
kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
I know it's probably crazy.
That's the type of FPS one block vertical.
This chair sucks.
I can't do it. I'm losing it.
The whole shot. Like, this is we're locked. There's no way we
No,
can
yeah,
lose.
I don't even know how we can lose. Tabby might be beating
Make
Ball
the
69.
impossible possible.
You I'm gonna do something else. I'm still getting rage baited, bro. I'm still getting rage baited.
Head hitters.
Oh, you can, oh yeah, you can.
Oh wait, I got it. No, I think I get it.
need you.
Student. It's
Oh, I
okay.
did it! Thank you, thank you. I needed that. I needed that.
Oh, what? What is it?
We get.
Heck.
What? I went back on that. I thought that was yours.
Is this a jump? Sign jump? Is that a thing, or am I just landing
No.
on the wrong spot?
A sign jump is crazy.
Never heard of a sign jump before. With Maki's limited cursed energy, she's making up jumps.
The 4-block vertical first. Like I don't know what's about to go on, dude.
Wait, where's max frame rate?
Somewhere
Oh,
in video
it
settings.
shouldn't be an unlimited.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's maybe
Damn, am I
that's
being
what was
stupid?
causing my lag.
Look, genuinely, I might be a little bit. I don't get how to do this jump, and I'm looking. Oh, okay, that's good.
Make turtle.
Or
Holy.
finish.
Tech for dream plan. Nice. Solar's done. I might have to go to my first medium. I'm not gonna lie.
You're John.
Ooh, I just cooked on one.
Nice.
I don't know how I'm supposed to do this.
Which level?
It's like there's a glass pane and a block above it.
Yeah.
You
You
have to go through
you have to run into a shift, and then just like head hitter, like kind of like
Oh, that's so weird.
Wait, I don't
you
get
have to
this
shift
one.
jump into it.
I'm supposed to make this jump? It's like really far.
It's okay. Just you can go easy if you want.
Should I? Won't that ruin the streak?
If it's really far, like make sure you're looking at the right spot.
I'm gonna switch to a medium. Do one medium and go back to hard.
Oh, I did it. Okay, I get it. It is possible. It's
And
like your
medium's
guys'
so-
jump last night.
Well, don't talk about that jump.
Sorry.
Not now. Now's not the time. This is
Kept me
serious
up.
business.
Oh, what?
He did that all night. He stayed on the server
Really?
just to do that one jump. No, I don't know what he did.
Should have.
Where the hell do you even go from here? Oh.
All right, last level.
Yeah, last? Nice.
Oh.
I need to beat Ubby.
Oh my.
Oh, I
I'm,
beat
like,
Ubby.
behind. Wait. I think I should start hitting some.
Tahara, wait, I'm gonna coach you a little bit.
I gotta wait a little longer.
You can yeah.
But I have a streak.
Here. Okay, Tahara, you got this one. You can
Coach Savvy, Coach Savvy.
Yeah.
Should I jump
Yeah,
on
go
this
go
one?
opposite.
Dang.
Yeah, opposite. Very nice. You got it? Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, you go middle and go just straight ahead. Go straight ahead. Momentum that straight ahead to the wall. The wall.
The wall. This.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I see. Oh no.
Just get full momentum on this middle jump.
Oh my
The
god.
heck?
You can go cross.
So.
Yo, AI, I know you're all about the footwear, so I got you something.
One big shoe?
Flip it over. Boom! It's a shoe phone, huh? And look, you can play Prize Picks on it.
You're right.
Answer it. Hello? Hello? Oh, reception's a little spotty. Gotta pump it up. There you go.
That's not how phones work.
Download today. Get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Ready?
So, let's do this.
Oh, okay.
I got you. No.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I can handle that for you. I can handle
Helping
that.
Adrian Brody prepare for his role as a TurboTax expert has been interesting.
look wide, a little wider, and then
Okay.
sprint jam. So you just hold W in space, and then turn backwards after. Yeah,
Oh.
like that.
I think I turned my sprint off.
Oh yeah, make sure it's on. Make sure it's on.
Should I just do it easy?
No, you got it. You got it. You're good.
Oh no,
No,
I
you're good.
don't.
You're good. You're good. Just try it. Shift to the very edge, the outer. Yeah, perfect. Try it. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. No, no, no.
I
That was
definitely
good.
did better.
I actually think we did good.
Better than last time. I'm not gonna lie, I did pretty decent.
Does it matter
I
that
did
I
20 hearts.
didn't finish?
No, there's no like finishing bonus. I got 11th.
Wow.
Dang. Let's go.
Good job.
W.
I got 28.
Oh, let's go.
We're chill. We're chill. That's
Bang.
W. It's chill. It's
Wait,
chill.
what's last?
We got 4th. Look, the gap's not even big.
Yeah,
We're, like, down
70
by
points
70.
between us and first.
Wait, yeah, low key. Wait, how many people are in this?
That. 32.
Oh, I'm not last.
Yeah, I know. No, you're. Look at this, Tabby. Look at this. You got, and not even that. You got 70 points above 29th place. That's actually big.
Yo.
You almost beat Siwa.
Yo.
Siwa. You almost beat Siwa.
Oh my God, see what you almost did. Oh wow.
Wow. Wait, what do you? Is it like you type in for indiv?
There's a giant leaderboard right here. Here, come over here.
Let me go there.
Straight ahead.
What is Cindy saying?
I said it's okay. I'm Gojo. Sole exception to Ubby. Ubby's the best parkour, and he said he's gonna tickle me 1,000 times. Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, now we want hyperdrive, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely want hyperdrive.
Whoa.
Let's try to slime out people who are not in hyperdrive. Let's try to get all 4 votes to hyperdrive here. It's the purple one, by the way. Hyperdrive is purple. I see a common item. I'm going for it.
It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine.
Oh, you keep your items. Oh, I have 2 blow darts. I can slime out 2 people.
Ooh.
I have 3. I might just go back.
Go
Griffin,
crazy, bro.
I think there's no loot here anymore. Huh? Yeah. Alright.
I'm going for a big one. I'm going for a big one.
Bro, why is M
It's a
the
common.
waypoint shortcut? Anyways, I was gonna say, at least it's spring break, but I don't know if I might actually feel better if I was just doing school, busy with school. What? Oh my god. Ugh.
What the heck? I died again.
No. Oh, it's not. It's just not. No, it's gauntlet.
Oh.
That's fine.
I mean, that's not bad. That's fine.
Wait, no way it's in chalice because of me.
Um.
No, I almost swayed
That'd
that.
be crazy.
Wait, where did all the hyperdrive people go? They died?
I died.
So far.
I genuinely cannot make it.
Yeah, so I voted for chalice accidentally. Oh yeah, this is good. We want to win this, and then we want to vote like what the fuck? Disco.
Okay.
For sure, not
What's the difference?
It's not hard. It's more like you could totally just get into any hard.
Okay. I have no idea how this works, well.
Yeah, I think we'll be good. I think we're gonna go crazy in gauntlet.
Yeah.
I feel like all of us understand the game's working.
Yeah.
I think Tabby's about to drop a nuke in the sheer mayhem one. I'm feeling that's like your game. Like you hit a little TC boost, like you stand on the sheep, shear it. I like to play an F5 in that one so I can see where like the land is to go. Like when I
Yeah.
explode the sheep.
Yo, what?
Ah.
No. Yeah. Yeah, get him. Nice! He's gone. Alright, Swiffy's next.
I need a pick, bro. I need a pick.
You guys are going crazy. Tabby, Maki!
Bro, I can't get in there without a... And I just lost my gold heart. Awesome. And I just gave him a pass back. That's also awesome. This is not good. This is not good. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. What am I even fighting with, bro? Shit. What? What is this? I didn't, what? Oh my god!
Oh, mine down in the holes in the second build.
In the holes?
Yeah.
Did he just... Okay.
All the way?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, I got 12. Oh my god, Griffin got second!
I did so bad on that one.
Alright, Tabby, let's go.
You got second? Oh, wait.
Yeah. Tabby, mine down in the holes. Perfect. Now build them up one. Oh, and copy that pyramid on the other side. You got it. Yeah,
What
perfect.
pyramid?
Yeah.
The one in the middle.
In the middle, duplicate that. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Even
Yeah.
here?
Yep. And then one in the middle. Two in the middle. And then one in
And then
opposite
pick the
side.
block
One
and
opposite
one
side.
Two in the middle?
One. No. That was good. One on the opposite side of the pyramid. Right there. Yeah. Perfect. Nice.
Perfect.
We're fourth team to complete. That's good. No, I'm not even joking. I sniped that Griffin second place. Like, I basically knew he was gonna win.
Oh my
You were
god.
feeling it.
I could have got first.
That was actually a sneaky. I was.
Okay, alright. Let's just hope he's not coming back.
I think I went about it wrong too. I jumped in the middle.
I didn't analyze it. I just.
Dude, I love this music.
Shoot. Okay, that means he's over there. Alright, as long as he doesn't death reset, I can get this.
Alright, so take this slow. Just build a little path. Jump, and we'll be good. You can't build on the
It
cross.
looked shorter than the one in Chamber Trials.
No, it is shorter. It's a mini. It's just like mini.
Like way.
Yeah. And always, yeah. Yep. And like, you can build up on your own platform before it's easier. Like right here, can you place a block on this?
The best course of action would be to go back to my base.
Okay, yeah. If you want to place like a starting off block to jump on,
Okay.
a little better.
Can I make this? No, I can't. Okay.
Come on, you have gotta be kidding me! This is so stupid! Why didn't I just bridge across? What am I doing?
No, I'm not doing bad. I'm just trying to do something and it's not working.
I got eight. Oh, 7-8. But we almost got 6-7.
Oh my god.
Hello?
Swiffy's with fourth? Nah, he's been practicing this map.
Fourth. Okay, well he's playing like 20 PvPs.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
Wait, did I have to go up here? Oh.
good. That was good. That was good. Yo, Tahar, we cooked on
Oh my
obstacles.
god.
Both top
We
base
did.
is actually super good. It like you like Gauntlet. It's like you don't have to go crazy in all the games. Like you just have to be like
Just do average.
good and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, I'm watching primed up players.
What are the other ones in this?
Um,
Oh my god, Effie is so
Sand Surfers. Remember that's the parkour one where sand falls.
Are you
down?
kidding me?
This in here?
Sheer Mayhem, which is like the sheep exploding one.
Yes, yes.
And then the last game is wait, did we play 2? What's the last game?
we put this. There's 3 more. There's 3 more. It's last game Sand Surfers.
No, wait.
Oh
Sand
my god.
Surfers, Sheer Mayhem.
And
Oh, Disco.
Disco.
Oh,
Wait,
right.
I'm sorry. I just really enjoy.
I guess I could have saved that
Yeah,
gold.
yeah. Wait, this is deep obstacles right here. Up and over. Bang.
Oh wow. GG. That's the goat.
All right, mini disco. Let's go.
Okay.
Remember,
okay.
it kind of moves
Remem-
forward. It kind of moves forward. So like you don't want to be on the back of it. You want to be
Okay.
center to front center. So it moves towards that gold platform. You see that?
Yeah.
And then you guys know my tech. I'm drinking a
Yep,
Red Bull
yep.
and I'm seeing a bunch of colors. I'm not sure if the Red Bull I had last time was Red Bull like zero sugar or zero. Or
Bro, what the heck?
I think it's
Two.
oh, did you see what? Never mind.
Stupid lag.
GG.
This one goes fast. It's gonna pick up.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you play and it stresses me out. Ah, I made
You're
it.
good. You're good. You're good. I always try to jump forward a little bit too.
Yeah. No.
All good. All good.
Where is he? Shoot!
Oh no, there's nothing there. Nice, Taro. Let's go. Nice.
Oh.
Oh no! You did really good. You did really good. You did really good.
No, Genji.
Oh, I don't think so.
Around me.
I
Yo,
kept
they're
on moving too
cooking.
forward. Yeah, I kept on moving too forward. I was so close.
Wow.
Oh, if I switched another couple more. Oh my days. I didn't have enough cursed energy.
Ah,
Oh my god. Ah.
Griffin needs
That's-
more
I
fingers.
know.
That Griffin doesn't know what that means, but it makes sense in JJK terms.
Yeah.
I was gonna watch it, but I forgot. I'm sorry.
You
Bro,
should.
you were
should
gonna
watch
watch it all in one day.
Yeah, I was gonna do it last night. I was really.
Tabby, you actually did good. You got
Jeez!
Okay.
Let's go.
Is like you want to make sure before
Okay,
you
alright.
do a
I'm too
parkour
close to his
jump,
base. I have to retreat.
and like a sheep explode, like if there's a sheep near you, you wait for it to explode and then you do a parkour jump. Like you don't want anything exploding you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So right now, am I just waiting for a sheep to spawn on me?
Hubby. Wait, is this tech? Oh, Zahara, we have land over here.
We have land? Yes.
I'm slamming this guy. I'm slamming this guy. Wait, don't blow that up. Oh my god. Just try to shift. Try to crouch. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Watch out.
I'm inting up. I'm inting
What?
up.
Are you kidding me?
And chaos. It's up. Chaos. They're gonna try to kill
Why hasn't come yet?
Yeah, perfect. Yep. Nice. Watch out. Nice. You just dodged a sheep. Go on the single. No, you're good. Nice. You're so good. Yeah. Wait on the single. Wait as long as you can. There's a double, I think. Nice.
Oh, I should have got. I need.
Wait for it. Max speed.
I might as well upgrade my own.
No, you actually went crazy.
No.
Dude, I literally did so bad.
No, we're chilling. This is the big bang.
Okay, well that was dumb.
Stay up high. Good one. Double points.
Do however you said you want height. That's all you want. I need more curse energy. I need it.
Let me run the numbers one more time.
Hey, you trying to win at calculus or enjoy the game?
What?
With Prize Picks, it's simple. Pick more or less of your favorite players to get your picks in. Then see if you got your picks right.
What are you trying to do? Oh, okay, I see.
Nice. You work here?
Yeah, man, I've been here 3 months. Some people. Download the app and get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 line. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
So you guys are just like State Farm, right? So that's a no.
Stop living on a prayer.
Ah, shoot!
This new tent's amazing.
Yeah. And it was easy to pay off the low rates on our Platinum card from Navy Federal Credit Union. Can't imagine what
I think you should.
Yeah.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
5 hours into a stream and I still smell Unstoppables. Have you tried Unstoppables scent boosters? Unstoppables is my laundry power-up for 24-hour non-stop freshness. So now I can confidently smell fresh from all-day streams to IRL game.
Are you kidding me? Oh no you don't. Oh no you don't.
The big Gojmo. Gojmo on top. Showing the facts why this is his domain. Oh my god.
Force find him.
Oh my god.
See what?
See what's alive?
I don't have anything on me.
Domain expansion. Alright,
Alrighty.
let's go, guys.
Oh,
I'm so
okay.
scared,
Big
bro.
dog. Big
I'm
dog.
freaking out. Alright.
This game is so hard.
I might expand.
So you
Yes.
only have 3.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be.
Just use them sparingly and you'll always have one.
That sounds like
Nope, 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 nope.
use them sparingly and you'll always have one.
Ow!
I feel like that's similar to a quote. Something.
You have 50 seconds to complete it.
This is the real game, lock-in. And I hit the rebound.
Now, you silly goose. It's not the real game.
Wait, this is the practice map.
Yeah,
Wait, it's not?
Sure is.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it
can
is.
keep going over and over. Tabby, let us know if you finish. Let us. If you hit the.
I did.
Oh. Okay, you're Maki.
I boosted up because it's like impossible not to.
Yeah, it's just like when you boost up, you just want to make sure you like don't hit the roof. You won't like
Yeah.
the upwards boost. Like if you look like almost like neutral, like it will boost you like up. You know, like if you look slightly up, it will and you.
It just goes so slow. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, this is good. This is a good practice. How long is this?
It's over.
Oh, alright.
Dude, Toharo is a hyperdrive main. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
Yeah, don't.
Ah!
I don't know any of the maps, so it's gonna be cooked if it's one of the maps I don't know. Biffy,
I think
Ubby,
yeah.
and all the other people, like Big Turtle, Gick, all the other people, these guys have played these maps at least 100 times.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be hard to beat people like that, but
Yeah.
I believe, though.
it's possible. It's possible. I'm just aiming for like a top 8 to 12. I'd be satisfied.
Oh, yeah, this is my map.
I don't even know where to go this one.
This
Oh,
skips
is
on
this
this one,
hard?
too. This skips on this, too.
I think I'm turning on my render. Look, go 32.
Oh. Oh, no.
I think it's all the way to the back to the right. Alright. Just boost off center and go straight.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a right turn.
Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going.
I'm going so slow. Oh, no.
What? That was so insane how I don't hit that. Oh my
I
god.
just did another round. I
Wait,
literally just did
I'm
another round. If I
doing
knew it,
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
I can't go fast.
It's okay.
Like, how do I... So
Oh
slow.
no!
You have to
I
boost.
died
You have to
on
hit
the
your boost.
I know, but I only have 3, don't I?
They recharge. They recharge every like so seconds, like every.
I see.
Okay. Nice. Around right. Up and over this train and then down. Are you
Is
gonna
this guy just walking?
Why did I go there?
It's okay. It's okay.
This guy's just walking. He's not even sprinting, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh no, they're saying Maki doesn't have a domain. Oh dear god.
Dude, I can't do this.
No, you got it. You got it. You got it. Just have fun with this one. This one's literally a fun game.
It's not fun. It's spiking my cortisol. Oh, it's right there. That was it?
cortisol.
Wait, that was it? Or is there
That's
more?
honestly
This
probably the
replay.
hardest map in terms of like where to go.
Yeah.
I would guess.
Oh,
I've
I
never
don't know
seen
this map either.
Okay.
Okay.
Never, I don't know.
This is GG. Okay, like these guys have played these maps. Oh my god. I need the curse energy.
motion. Hyperdrive.
Let's expand.
Expanding.
It seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, this one's easier.
Okay, 8. Oh, what?
How? I just started this game. No. Down to the left. Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
You actually sniped that from.
That's the sniper on our team. That's the sniper. Nice. Slowly but surely, Tabby's gaining more and more improvement every single map. Okay, this is the one we actually saw before. This one.
Oh yeah, this one goes down and then up like very gradually.
And welcome back to another video. Hey everyone, it's Intel here, and welcome back to another video. This video is my long-awaited Bed Wars guide. My last Bed Wars guide was about 2 years ago, and honestly that video is pretty outdated. The goal of this video is to help newer players and players who are struggling to be able to build up their skills and help improve their game sense so that you can consistently win Bed Wars games. And although a lot of this guide is catered at newer players, I'm sure that if you're more experienced, you'll find something that helps you here as well. This video is also primarily made for solo Bed Wars players, but that doesn't also mean that there's helpful information if you play doubles, threes, or fours. I also do want to say that if this guide does help you, then I'd really appreciate it if you considered checking out my Lunar Client cosmetics at the link in the description below. Every purchase of my Lunar Client cosmetics does help me as an individual content creator, so I'd really appreciate it if you guys check them out. But anyways, with that being said, let's get right into the video. When the game starts, your very first priority is to defeat your first rush. Your first rush is the team that's closest to you. On some maps, this could be the team that's to the left or right of you, or it could be the team that's diagonal of you. Your first rush changes depending on what map you're playing on, and identifying your first rush is your #1 priority when starting a Bed Wars game. There's usually 3 types of maps that determine who your first rush is. The first type are side rush maps, where your first rush is either to the left or right of you. Side rush maps include Lighthouse, Quill, and Meso, just as a few examples. The second type is what I like to call forward rush maps. These are maps where your first rush is in front of you and to the left or right of you. But instead of diagonally bridging to these first rushes, there's usually an island that's directly in front of you that usually holds the diamond generator. For your first rush on these maps, you want to bridge out to the island that's directly in front of you first, and then bridge out to the other team that's next to that island. Forward rush maps include Skyrise, Apollo, and Rooftop as a few examples. And finally, there's diagonal rush maps, and these aren't as common as the previous two. Diagonal rush maps is when your first rush is behind and to the left or right of your base. On these maps, instead of straight bridging, you're going to be diagonal bridging towards your first rush. Diagonal rush maps include Rooted and Ashfire as a few examples. Identifying your first rush is a fundamental skill that you have to have as a Bed Wars player. If you rush the wrong team, you're leaving yourself vulnerable to another team that sees you as the first rush. Identifying who your first rush is might be a little tricky at first, but the more you play, the more you'll start to identify the different types of map layouts, and whether a map is, for example, a forward rush map instead of a side rush map. Once you've identified who your first rush is, your main priority is to take them out as soon as possible. One common mistake that I see a lot of newer Bed Wars players make is that they spend too much time on their bed defense at the start of the game. The more time and resources that you're spending on your bed defense, the more you're suffocating yourself from other resources around the map, as well as leaving yourself vulnerable to other teams. Usually, I only place 1 layer of wool on my bed before I start bridging towards my first rush. This is ideal because it helps me save time and resources when going for my first rush, which in turn gives me a pretty big advantage when fighting them. I know there's some players who don't build a bed defense at all when going for their first rush. I don't really recommend this because a single layer of wool around your bed can mean the difference between your bed being broken and you keeping your bed. So I'd recommend at the very least placing a single layer of wool around your bed before you go for your first rush. Like I said before, you want to bridge out to your first rush as soon as possible. You don't want to spend that much time in your generator collecting resources because that leaves yourself vulnerable to your first rush. Depending on what map you're playing on, the amount of blocks required for you to bridge out to your first rush changes. In Bed Wars, 4 iron will get you 16 wool blocks. On the map Orchestra, you only need 8 iron to get to your first rush. On the other hand, in the map Apollo, you generally need 16 iron to get to your first rush. Depending on the distance between you and your first rush, that's going to change how much time you're going to need to spend in your generator before you start bridging. With that being said, I don't recommend getting the bare minimum amount of blocks to get to your first rush. For example, on the map Lighthouse, you only need 8 iron to get 32 blocks, and that will be enough to get you to your first rush. But if the other team sees you, they can easily outplay you by bridging above you, and you won't have the blocks that you need to build up to them. Different maps have their own different iron requirements for you to get to your first rush, but I think as a general rule of thumb, getting 16 iron for 64 wool blocks is usually enough for you to start bridging comfortably towards your first rush on most maps. There are exceptions to this, however, like for example on the map Orchestra, saving up for 16 iron to start bridging towards your first rush isn't really a good idea on that map, considering how close you are to your first rush. Since the map rotation is always changing and they're always adding new maps to Bed Wars, it'll take a little bit of time to memorize how much iron you need before you start bridging, but that's just something that comes with experience. If you're new though, getting 16 iron for 64 wool blocks is generally a safe place to start with. When bridging out to your first rush, it is never a good idea to flat bridge. Flat bridging is when you only bridge horizontally and you don't build up at all while you're bridging. This is a really bad idea because high ground is a huge advantage in bridge fights. If another player has high ground over you while you're on a bridge, they can easily bypass you or knock you into the void. This is why one of your main priorities when bridging towards your first rush is to get high ground over them. If you notice that another player has high ground over you while you're bridging to them, then make sure to back up and space yourself out before you start bridging up, or else they can knock you into the void. Be careful about bridging up too high for your first rush though, or else you're going to take a lot of fall damage when you get to their base, unless you have something like ladders to negate fall damage with. While bridging, you should always stop around halfway before you get to their base to see what your first rush is doing. While bridging, your first rush isn't going to be within your field of view at all, and they could be taking the time to build above you while you don't even know it. That's why it's always important to pause and see what your first rush is doing as you're bridging out to them. It's also important to check and see if other teams are rushing you as you're bridging out to your first rush. New players do often make the mistake of, for example, side rushing on a forward rush map, so you should try to be aware of any other teams that might rush you while you're going for your first rush. When going for your first rush, you should try to avoid trades as much as possible. Trades are when you and your first rush bypass each other and take each other's bed. Although sacrificing your own bed for an opening to take out your first rush's bed might seem like a good idea, you'll still overall be at a disadvantage as the game progresses since you are a final. So try to avoid trades unless you're confident that a trade is the only way that you can survive your first rush. Before we continue, let me talk about the item shop and what items can be useful for you when taking out.
With Little Caesar's new $5.99 mix and match, the pizzas are large and you're in charge. 2 or more faves for only $5.99 each. This match or this match, you're in charge. We'll make it large. Mix and match from Little Caesar's for only $5.99 each.
Pizza, pizza.
Your first rush. Obviously, you're going to need wool blocks to be able to bridge out to your first rush. In most situations, this is really all you need to be able to take out your first rush. However, if you're playing on a map that has a fast iron generator, then buying a stone sword and or ladders isn't always a bad idea as well. If your first rush has end stone or wood in their bed defense, you'll also need tools, but sometimes buying TNT is the better choice if you don't have enough iron for tools so that you can manage your resources more efficiently. This should be everything that you need before bridging out to your first rush, and in a lot of situations, wool will be the only item that you actually buy before you take out your first rush. Now, this isn't a very ideal situation where you don't die a single time before you take out your first rush. However, a lot of the times you are going to die at least a few times before you can take them out, and in that case, you're going to want to buy more than just wool. After dying at least once, some other items that you want to consider getting besides wool are definitely a stone sword and shears if you can afford them, ladders to make your life more convenient, as well as to negate fall damage if you need to, a golden apple if you feel like you need it, and some other items that could be useful for taking out your first rush are a KB stick or an iron sword, but be cautious that these are very high investment items at the start of the game, and if you die with them, then your first rush is going to have more gold to work with than you have, and that could put you at a take out your so that you can manage your resources as well. If you're first ins, this is really all you need to be able to take out your first rush. However, if you're playing on a map that has a fast iron generator, then buying a stone sword and or ladders isn't always a bad idea as well. If your first rush has end stone or wood in their bed defense, you'll also need tools, but sometimes buying TNT is the better choice if you don't have enough iron for tools so that you can manage your resources more efficiently. This should be everything that you need before bridging out to your first rush, and in a lot of situations, sometimes buying TNT is the better choice if you don't have enough iron for tools so that you can manage your resources more efficiently. This should be everything that you need before bridging out to your first rush, and in a lot of situations, wool will be the only item that you actually buy before you take out your first rush. Now, this isn't a very ideal situation where you don't die a single time before you take out your first rush. However, a lot of the times you are going to die at least a few times before you can take them out, and in that case, you're going to want to buy more than just wool. After dying at least once, some other items that you want to consider getting besides wool are definitely a stone sword and shears if you can afford them, ladders to make your life more convenient, as well as to negate fall damage if you need to, a golden apple if you feel like you need it, and some other items that could be useful for taking out your first rush are a KB stick or an iron sword, but be cautious that these are very high investment items at the start of the game, and if you die with them, rush. However, a lot of the times you are going to die at least a few times before you can take them out, and in that case, you're going to want to buy more than just wool. After dying at least once, some other items that you want to consider getting besides wool are definitely a stone sword and shears if you can afford them, ladders to make your life more convenient, as well as to negate fall damage if you need to, a golden apple if you feel like you need it, and some other items that could be useful for taking out your first rush are a KB stick or an iron sword, but be cautious that these are very high investment items at the start of the game, and if you die with them, then your first rush is going to have more gold to work with than you have, and that could put you at a pretty big disadvantage against them. The last thing that you want to do is suffocate yourself from resources because you keep dying after buying expensive items. So try to avoid that outcome as much as you can while still buying the items that you know that you need to be able to take out your first rush. Say you lose your bed to your first rush and you become a final. If your first rush is still dead set on killing you and you're playing on a map that has a fast iron generator, a good strategy is buying chain armor, an iron sword, and a golden apple if you have the resources to do so. This will help you increase your survivability by a lot since you don't have a bed anymore. From here, if you're able to, go to your diamond generator and collect all of the diamonds, then go back to your base and buy either sharpness or protection and heal pool. If you're successfully able to do this, this will help you increase your survivability by a ton so that you can stay in the game. Do keep in mind that chain armor isn't really good in any other situation besides this one though. That's all I'm going to mention about the item shop for now and what you should buy against your first rush, but we'll go back to it soon and cover more of the items that you should buy as your game progresses. So let's say you've successfully taken out your first rush and you still have your bed. I'll explain later in the video what you should do if you're a final and you don't have a bed, but let's continue with the assumption that you still have a bed in this situation. From this point in the game, the choices that you make are very dependent off of the state of your game. For example, if you notice that another team is rushing you after you take out your first rush, your priority should shift to taking out that team and defending your bed. If that's not the case, then usually a very safe decision to make is to go for diamonds after you take out your first rush. Bridge out to the diamond generator, collect the diamonds, and buy protection and the mining fatigue trap. Buying protection should be pretty self-explanatory, but buying the mining fatigue trap is really nice to have because it alerts you when players are at your bed, and it gives you some extra time to kill them before they can actually break your bed. If you want to play aggressive, you can also immediately go for another team after you take out your first rush, but try to make sure that no other team is going for you before you do this. Generally though, the safest thing to do after you take out your first rush is to go for diamonds and buy protection and mining fatigue. At this point in the game, you should have a lot more resources to work with, so let's go back to the item shop and discuss what items you should buy after taking out your first rush. At this point in the game, one of my biggest priorities is to buy iron armor as soon as possible. You should also have enough resources to get all of the tools. If you're not playing on a map that has a fast iron generator, then you should try at the very least to get an axe and a pickaxe. I also try to make sure that I have a few golden apples, and you should also have at the very least a stone sword from now on, or an iron sword if you can afford it. Fireballs are also a really nice item to have if you can afford them. They're honestly an S tier item. You can use them to knock players into the void from a far distance, or you can use them to easily boost up to places if you need to. Magic milk is an item that you won't need most of the time, but it can be very, very good in certain situations. Drinking magic milk will make you invulnerable to status effects such as mining fatigue or blindness for a short period of time. If you're going after another team and they're staying near their bed, and you're confident that they have traps like mining fatigue and or blindness, having magic milk can save you from dying before you're able to break their bed. KB sticks can also still be very good because they have the potential to one-shot someone into the void, but if you're not able to do this, then they practically become useless. Also, if other players know that you have a KB stick, then they'll try to position
Good
themselves
lord.
so that they don't get hit into the void as easily. So try try your best to conceal the fact that you have one if you have one. One thing that I want to emphasize is that as the game progresses, you should actively be upgrading your enchants. After getting protection, your next goal should be getting sharpness and then upgrading your protection levels as you go. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to upgrade your enchants as the game progresses. Too many times I'll be at the end of my game and the last player in the game doesn't have any enchants at all, and having no enchants at the end of the game just makes it super easy to kill, so upgrade your enchants as the game progresses. The rest of how your Bed Wars game should go can be summarized as going after your biggest threat in the lobby and collecting emeralds from mid if you have a good opportunity to do so. Identifying who your biggest threat is in your lobby at any given time is a fundamental skill that you need to have for winning Bed Wars games. At the start of your game, your biggest threat is undoubtedly your first rush, but as the game progresses, your biggest threat is going to change depending on the state of the game. Figuring out who your biggest threat is in your game is honestly very game sense based. It's not easy to determine who your biggest threat is at any point of the game, and it takes a lot of game sense, but I'll try to explain it the best I can. If you still have a bed, then you want to try and keep your bed for as long as you can. Some of your biggest threats in the lobby are going to be teams that are actively going for your bed. Say, for example, two teams are busy fighting each other. Those two teams aren't going to be as big of a threat as another team that is not fighting anyone but is going in the direction of your base. Let me give you another example. Say there's two teams that are relatively near you and both of them have taken out their first rush. One team is bridging out to an island that is further away from your base, while the other team is bridging out to an island that is closer to your base. Your biggest threat is going to be the team that's bridging to an island that's closer to your base. When identifying your biggest threat, you should also be looking later into the game. Say there's a team that's going to mid to collect emeralds. While they may not be a big threat to you now, if later in the game both of you are some of the last teams left, they could have a significant advantage over you because of the items that they bought in with emeralds. Identifying who your biggest threat is very situational and is honestly quite tricky, but you should try to be strategical with what teams you decide to go for after you take out your first rush, and try your best to identify what team is going to be your biggest threat and go for them. The best way to refine this ability is through game sense, and the more that you play, the more you'll be able to identify who is an obvious threat to you at any given point during a Bed Wars game. It's also very helpful to take advantage of your scoreboard and the kill feed in chat to get a general idea of what the state of your game is in. Now, let's talk about mid. Going to middle and collecting emeralds can place you at a huge advantage in your Bed Wars game, and is something that you should do if you have the opportunity to. There's a ton of amazing items that you can get by going to mid and collecting emeralds, and I wanted to take some time to cover each item that you can get. Ender pearls are really good because they essentially allow you to have another life if you're a final. If you're about to lose a fight or you're falling into the void, then you can pearl away and escape into safety. Ender pearls are best used defensively to escape near-death situations if you're a final, but they're not as important if you still have a bed. Potions are extremely good for playing aggressively and killing other players. There's three types of potions you can buy: invis potions, speed potions, and jump boost potions. Invis potions are arguably one of the most broken items in the game. Drinking them will make you go full invisible for 30 seconds, but
all new Kinder Joy collections with 22 new unicorn-inspired surprises. Your inspiration shared instantly. Your aura is limitless.
Will wear out as soon as you get hit. While invisible, other players will still be able to see your particle trail and your footsteps, so make sure to be looking out for these two things if you suspect that an invis player is around you. The reason why invis is so good is because it lets you sneak up on players and get free hits on them while they're not expecting it. Invis potions are especially good for killing other finals in your lobby. It should also be noted that invis potions become much better if you also have a jump boost potion active as well. This is because jump boost potions make your movement much harder to track while you're invisible, and it also makes your particle trail and your footsteps while you're invisible much less noticeable. Even if your opponent knows that you're invisible, it's still going to be really hard for them to hit you and knock you out of your invis. This can allow you to easily get the first 2 or 3 hits in a fight, and if you're using a sharp iron sword, that's basically like half the other player's health gone. Jump boost potions and speed potions are good on their own, but pair amazingly with each other. Jump boost can help you escape fights by building up and getting to high ground, and speed potions can make it really easy to start combos. In combination with each other, jump boost and speed potions allow you to play really aggressively. This is my favorite potion combination in the game because of how aggressively it lets you play for a relatively cheap price. Bridge eggs are a super underrated item with a lot of good utility attached to them. When you throw one, it creates a wool bridge following the projectile trail of the egg. These can be very useful if you're trying to bridge to another player, but you can't safely do so because you know that they have fireballs or a bow and arrow to hit you off with. Bridge eggs can make it much more safer to get to these types of players, as as well as to get high ground on other players. Diamond armor is pretty self-explanatory, it just makes you more tanky. This can be good to increase your survivability, but doesn't really have the same amount of utility as some of the other items that I've mentioned. However, it does stay with you even after death, so if you're really struggling to win fights, then it's a solid option to buy, but it isn't always necessary. Diamond swords can be really good, especially in combination with sharpness. Having a diamond sword with sharpness allows you to easily shred through other players, and I've personally had a few situations where buying a diamond sword last second has allowed me to survive a fight. Obsidian is also very self-explanatory. It costs 8 emeralds to get all the obsidian you need to cover your bed with. This makes it much more difficult for players to break your bed since you need a diamond pickaxe to do so, while obsidian does make it really difficult for inexperienced players to break your bed. For experienced players, this isn't as big of a problem, and obsidian becomes almost entirely useless after your bed is gone. If you do get obsidian, then make sure to hide it under a layer of some other block so that people don't know that you have obsidian. Knockback bows don't really have as much utility as the other items that you can buy with emeralds, unless you really want to annoy other players. And finally, there's one more thing that you can buy with emeralds, but it isn't actually an item, and that is the player tracker. The player tracker allows you to track the location of any other player, but only if all other beds are gone first. Player trackers are really useful for knowing if you're going to be rushed by someone who is invisible. If there's only you and one other player left and you know that they've gotten emeralds, then the first thing that you should buy with emeralds is a player tracker to track that other player. That way, if you know that they're invis and you can see that they're coming after you with the player tracker, you can run away and position yourself in a good place to fight them while they're invisible. Or you can keep running away from them until their invis wears off. Hopefully now you can understand all the items that you can get with emeralds and how to use them efficiently. Even if you don't need the emeralds, it is still good to go for mid if you have an opening to do so, and collect the emeralds so that no other player can get them. And if you do get emeralds but you still have a bed, it's usually a good idea to keep some of those emeralds in your ender chest, so if someone does take your bed, you can still buy a pearl or some other items to increase your survivability. Okay, so now I wanted to explain what you should do if you become a final. Your main priority should be to increase your survivability as much as possible and to avoid fights that you know you can't take. Oftentimes, the best thing to do if you become a final is to collect emeralds and diamonds and get yourself as stacked as you can, and to break beds and get final kills if you have a good opportunity to do so. You should try to play as defensive as you can and to get yourself in a position where you're very hard to kill. Once you get stacked enough, you can start playing more aggressively and go for other teams to take them out. One last thing that I wanted to talk about is voiding. Voiding is a strategy where you throw yourself into the void so that you can respawn at your base if you still have your bed. Essentially, it's like fast traveling back to your base. Voiding can help you if you're across the map but you need to get back to your base fast to defend it because you know that someone is going for your bed. It's also useful if there's no other teams left in the direction that you're rushing, so you can void and go for the other teams on the other side of the map. And it's also a good idea to void if you don't know what's going on near your base, so you can collect information on what other teams around you are doing. Be careful not to void too late though, because the last thing that you want to do is respawn at your base with no gear, just as another player that's way more stacked than you has just broken your bed, and you pretty much have nowhere to run at that point. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end. It really does mean a lot to me. I'm sorry that this video took so long to put out, but I hope you guys understand, and I hope you guys enjoyed the editing in this video. Once again, if this guide helped you and you want to help support me, then you can consider buying my Lunar Client cosmetics at the link in the description. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Once again, it seriously means a lot to me, and with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Shields is now open at the Woodland Hills Mall in Tulsa, and we can't thank you enough for the warm welcome. Whether you love the great outdoors, sports, or fashion, Shields has something for everyone. Our passionate and knowledgeable Shields experts are excited to welcome you to explore thousands of brands and premium products. From our golf simulator, service shop, archery events, and more, we're ready to get you fitted with the best gear for you. We can't wait to see you at Shields.
Feeling healthy by leaps and bounds. Making a dinner that makes their whole day. And giving your best friend the best nutrients for their best life. Science did that.
You guys all have iron swords, right? You guys all have iron swords?
Yeah, yeah.
Can someone drop me crossbow?
I have
I need a
fire
crossbow. I need a crossbow.
Here, here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's my sword. That's my sword. Here, here.
I got a gap.
Try to loot. Try to loot. Try to find iron armor. Come towards the forest. I don't think
Orange
people
team
looted
just
this.
wiped them, yeah.
No, but like.
entire orange team was coming on your ass.
We can push up.
Tabby, come here. I have
Yeah,
ammo.
yeah. Oh.
Um.
Thank you.
Hold on. Let's check these check mid boot. I just got. There we go. That's good.
Nice.
Wait. So diamond team. Diamond team. They're the only other team of 4. Any other team we can fight. All right. Follow me this way. Follow me this way. We want to rotate around diamond team. Like we're playing. We're diamond team, and I think they're about to fight. I think they're about to fight. Look at red. Chaos is a little on the low side. There are only 2. Go to mid. Go to chaos right here.
Mid? Alright, fight mid.
Guys, throw it together.
The game is stuck. He's in the game.
Getting her down. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drop me gap. Alright. Just.
Is that orange?
Orange. No. Watch out. Diamond. Come to me. Follow me. We're going this way. We don't want to fight
It's
diamond.
just to take a corner right now.
There's a lot of solos. There's someone up here. They're on the tree. They have to jump down. Come to me. Just shoot me in the nose. Watch out.
Watch out. There's people right above.
Yeah, right above. Oh.
Just eat. Everyone stick in a group. Stick in a tight group. Just bow them.
These guys, they're gonna want to take bits.
Wait, someone dropped into the water back here. Green team dropped into the water. Can we bow them?
Orange team is looking at them.
Just bow. Don't go in. They're fighting now. We can go in.
We have no
You're very
Blue team might jump on you. Jump on you, Evo.
Back up.
Okay, get away from
There's two.
Get back.
I got it. It's fine. I'm fine. Yeah.
Bro.
I'm saying Evo.
No, I know. But I was just. No one's gonna fight until. Wait. Blue's gonna be.
Your price is like State Farm, but is your coverage? Can I get help from an agent? Do it online? An app?
Take my phone. It's easy, I swear. Hey there, neighbor. State Farm is there.
This new tent's amazing.
It was easy to pay off the low rates on our platinum card from Navy Federal Credit Union. Can't imagine where we'd be without it.
I think you should.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
This month, the madness begins, and we're surging $25 into your account. And all you have to do is sign up on FanDuel Predicts. And just like that, you can try the tournament. Let the madness begin.
5 hours into a stream, and I still smell Unstoppables. Have you tried Unstoppables scent boosters? Unstoppables is my laundry power-up for 24-hour non-stop freshness, so now I can confidently smell fresh from all-day streams to IRL game nights. Level up your laundry game.
Big Turtle hit me once and I went all in, I'm not gonna lie, and I got the kill. I was like, I didn't get 11! Oh my god, I didn't get 11!
You broke the curse.
Oh no.
It's a good third.
It's hard to
how
beat.
fast
It's
we did round one.
Yeah. That was a crazy round 2. We did really good.
Oh, guys, we moved up.
I think we got third in that game. That was good. I'm really excited to play Chalice.
Yeah.
do think. I mean, you could go for damage. You were putting up kills and damage, so you don't have to do that. I think that is good. Like, we get way more points for chunks in that game than like damage in this game. Like SG is only damage, but like Temple, the damage is like nerfed a little bit.
Yeah.
That was a crazy round. 2. I wish SG was 3 rounds, but
yeah,
it's a little long.
It
It's
is.
a little long.
Bobby on 17th in SG. Wow.
No.
Wow. You know what Avi and Chaos were saying before the event, by the way? They're like, dude, we just run down every team. Like, hello? Like
Not Nanami. Nanami
bro.
said it's overtime.
You pulled out some critical hits.
Oh my god.
Like literally.
Someone in my chat said, "Is Tabby your wife?" And then someone said, "Infumes." That's the right answer.
That's the right answer.
Yeah, I do think we do Chalice. I think we do. Actually, maybe we do Trials of Fire.
Ooh.
Yo, bro, well, thank you so much for the raid, bro.
You think we're better at Chalice? Or
I think I'm way better at Chalice than Trials of Fire. So that's just me. That's just me.
That's just you. Yeah.
So yeah.
CR teams, please finish up in there. We could. No, I think either one should be fine.
You guys.
Yeah, we can.
I do think we have a good Chalice team.
To be honest, we haven't done bad in any game. We've been like top half every game.
Like, but
well,
the other
extra.
like the top 3, the first 3 games are literally just all the mid-div games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the way we improved from survival games, I think we're expanding.
Yeah. We have to keep that energy for what is the mining ore one called?
Miner Mania.
Miner Mania. I feel like that one we need good synergy.
And I think we have some creativity based on past events.
Ooh. We can go for that economic strike.
Economy, supply and demand.
Theories we're putting into play.
Keynesian.
Torhanami.
Torhanami.
Wow.
Wait, but Hanami's a village.
Yo, Brinks, thank you so much for the invite, bro. The Clicks event was actually super hype. I liked it a lot. Unfortunate that it had to work out today because I liked the every game I played I liked a lot. So unfortunate.
Real potatoes, real flavor, real joy. Since 1938.
A fragment of the Earth's oldest dream, it lay there, while oceans move and
What if we could undo this creeper exploding? Well, now we can. See, no seed. It's blank. The seed is blank. I just want to show people that before we're like, it's a dead seed. That whole thing is staged. It's not. It's not. Trust. So how this works is every time I right-click this stick and I break something, everything goes back to the way that it was. I can right-click the stick multiple times. And every time I right-click it,
it's interesting that it kicks me here even though there's a AFK lobby.
Oh, I get it. sure to pick up the arrow after you shoot it. Like when you hit the target, you have to go grab the arrow.
Yeah. Also remember this. The games are based on how fast we complete them. So like if they're like, don't go running with the arrow. Shoot like try if you have an opportunity, try to shoot someone.
Yeah.
We're doing devil dart first, I
Yeah.
assume. That's what we're talking about. I low key like my brain lost out for a second.
I'm feeling speedy, guys.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Let's win this.
We're locked.
Devil
Right
dart. Yeah. And there's a tutorial at the start, so we're still
Oh,
there.
perfect. Oh, we just choose what order we do all of them?
It doesn't matter, yeah.
Nice.
Echo Chamber will be for the last because it's very fast.
Okay.
Puzzling Peril, that one if we just need to lock in for, that one's gonna be hard.
Yes, I read A to C.
No, that one's the dungeon one.
Oh.
But yeah, you have the idea though. You have the idea. That would that does sound like it would be Puzzling Peril, I'm not gonna lie. Okay,
Why would
so
I not see that?
I'm gonna be top left. Okay, if we were looking at this room, right, like top left is me up towards the castle. Toharo is bottom left.
I'm getting bottom right.
And then
I'll be top right.
Go top right. So stand somewhere kind of in this like front area, like look at where the targets are. You tab. You see there's one kind of in that back area. There should be. Oh, there's one in.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you see it.
Yep.
So you want to be out front and center, kind of like towards me, right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or can you see like, so Toharo has the glowing one. So
I have the glowing target. So some.
Don't jump, Toharo. Just.
I was trying to.
And then where is it? Oh, it's real game. All right, Tabby, you have it. You got it.
Griffin, I'm shooting it to you. I'm shooting it to you, and then you shoot it to Tabby.
Okay. Oh, Tabby, you have it right here, behind you. Target's behind you. Yeah. Nice. Grab it. Where is it? It's gripping. It's gripping to the bottom.
Okay. I think I can.
Yep.
Should I just shoot it down?
Shoot it. Yeah. Nice. Okay, you got it. Can you get there?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That
no, you're
was
good.
higher than.
Yeah. It's okay. Try to aim a little lower, and we're good.
I didn't. Yeah.
On Toharo. Nice. Me.
second block is diamond. The
Yep.
fourth block is redstone.
That's swapped, right?
Yeah, that's swapped. That's swapped. That's swapped.
Okay.
So the second block should be diamond. The fourth block should be
Yep.
redstone.
Yep. No, but swapped. It's swapped. Yeah.
That no.
Oh
I'm
wait,
giving you
both
the
are
swapped version.
redstone, right? Is it just diamond or
No,
something?
no.
No duplicate blocks.
Okay. Yeah.
This is I'm
Oh,
giving you
no
the swap form. The
duplicate.
second block should be diamond. The second block should 100% be diamond. The fourth block should 100% be redstone.
Okay.
And then oh god. The block after coal is redstone. Wait.
Block after coal is redstone.
No, the block. This has to be redstone. You can't.
Block after coal is redstone. Okay, so another, but it's no duplicates. It doesn't make any sense. Wait, isn't it gold in block 1?
Yeah.
Golden block.
Gold is block 1.
Okay, read them out all in order.
The first block is gold.
Yep.
Book D should say redstone instead of diamond.
Okay.
The second block is redstone. The fourth block is diamond.
Okay. Good. Tabby?
Book C. The block after coal is redstone. There are no duplicate blocks. Emerald is not used.
And then book D, iron is adjacent to diamond, but in the book A it's diamond. It should be replaced by redstone. So I don't know if
maybe there's no iron.
What? No duplicate blocks. Wait.
Iron is adjacent to diamond, but here, look. See, Torah on book A.
Wait, how is there no duplicate blocks? It doesn't even mention another one. There's 6 blocks.
No duplicate block. There should not be any duplicate block.
Book D should say.
Is it ever?
This doesn't make sense.
Dude, this is so bad.
Emerald is not used.
gold.
Copper then. It has to be copper.
The copper's not used.
Lapis?
Iron is.
It has
Okay,
to be
wait.
lapis
Iron
then.
is.
Okay.
Iron is adjacent
Wait, is this mine? You just think it's yours. Let me see. Tabby, yours is yours.
This one. Am I wrong?
Might be. It's really hard. Super hard. Is that the it right there, Tabby? Tabby, right there, right there.
Is this?
Is it what it looks like?
Oh.
Is it right there? Yeah, so that's it. That's it. Evan, what's yours? Is that one?
Yeah, this one.
Left. It's right there. It's right there, Evan. Oh, that's not it. Me too. I'm right too.
I don't know if yours is already replaced.
Like I have fire in my mouth, bro. I can't think, bro. I literally can't think.
Okay, I think I got one.
What? No, Tabby, yours needs to be.
Oh, it's
Oh,
flipped?
no, yours is good. Yours is good. Yours is good.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah?
sorry, sorry. I'm still looking for mine.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Let's see. I found mine.
No,
No,
I
I
didn't.
didn't.
Oh.
This is rough. Alright. No, no, it's not yours. If you have yours, I'll just circle it.
Okay.
I just want to see it. No, it is back.
Yeah.
Which one is this? Is this the one? I can't see. Is it? I think it's right there. Is that not it right there? No, it's not. It is. It is. It is. It's right there. It's not. It's not.
Okay.
It's not. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not.
Oh,
It's right
right.
there. Oh wait. I had this block at the top. I
It's
don't
right
know if
there. It's
Ebo,
that
no,
has to be
it's
it.
not.
That has to
It's
be
not
it.
it. It's not
No,
it.
no, no,
Ebo,
no.
it's not.
Further, right there.
Oh, it is. Someone's wrong then.
Griffin. The pink
Going
with
for two.
pink going out to the right. Is it?
Uh,
I've gone to all of them. I've stood on all of them.
Am I right? Yeah, I'm right.
Am I wrong?
Tabby? No, I think Tabby's is good. Yeah, Tabby's is good.
wait, which one's yours? Okay. This is
This is bad.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, no.
Which
We're good. We're
This
good.
is
We're good.
hard.
Um.
Not yet.
Can you hear those
I can't
guys?
see. I can't see.
It's
It's
being
super
loud
hard.
out there, bro.
Might be.
Whose is wrong?
I think it's Griffin's. Um. No, it's opposite of that.
It's
Griffin.
opposite of that one.
I just don't know. I can't see.
Isn't?
Oh,
No.
it's. I think it's all the way behind
Bro.
Tabby's.
Bro. No.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Alright, let's lock in.
We will have to speedrun these last two. I will not lie.
Alright, let's go. Let's Hell's Kitchen.
Let's get you.
Oh
Let's get you.
no.
No, it's okay. I think we still have enough time to finish it. We just have to. Oh, the tutorials might cook us. Okay, we need to even do the tutorials fast.
Yeah.
Let's do
So
this.
remember your side of
Okay.
the order. So
Oh, yeah.
front.
Yes.
So me and Tabby in front.
bread, one
Oh my god, why is the game louder than me?
tree, go tree. You grind it.
Wait, I am.
No, you're good. You guys are on tree. Alright, grind. Make sure stuff's in
Wait,
the
what am I
furnace.
doing right now?
Yeah. Go. Get dispensers. Start getting dispensers. Like these.
You
Right
have
here.
6. You have 6.
You need craft bread, Tabby. You're on bread
I
crafting.
know.
Yeah.
Give me.
So I need to wait for wheat,
Put the 6
right?
in the.
Yeah.
Put the 6 in the.
Okay. And then
Put the 6 in the furnace.
apple juice.
Oh, okay.
Five apple juice, Tabby, in the thing.
Okay.
No. We need
Tree.
What do I do with the bread?
tree. Just toss it to me. Toss it on the ground. We need 1 apple juice, Tabby. That's it.
I know. I'm waiting for any more apples.
We need 5. Whenever you're dropping
I
apples
need
or
3 more
carrots, we need
apples.
5 at a time.
It's the leaves.
Oh yeah. Griffin, make sure
3
you're
more
mining the
apples.
leaves. Yeah.
I'm bringing the apple.
Wait, am I hitting the tree?
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Okay, Griffin, you gotta break the tree
Wait, drop.
and the leaves.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, alright, get ready for first order. Everyone just start spamming tree.
Get ready.
Okay, we're good. 2 steak, 4 carrots, 1 dried kelp. Here, I'm dropping kelp over. Okay, you take that and smelt that kelp. After this.
Alright, put the 6 in the smoker.
Alright, grind meat.
I need carrot.
Two. Keep going. Go. Oh yeah.
I'm dropping carrot.
Okay, I'll grab them.
Got carrot.
Alright, put more 6 in the
more
smoker.
carrots.
Yeah.
I'm dropping that.
Tabby, spam cod and I'll do it. Alright, drop them over. We need more carrots. I'll do it.
Okay, put more 6 in the smoker. Okay, dropping steak over. I'm also dropping chicken for the next order.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dried kelp should be over as well. 4 carrots is all they need.
I need chickens.
I already dropped the chicken.
Tabby,
Wait, you need
Tabby,
kelp?
you picked
You
it
need
up.
kelp?
Tabby, you picked it up.
Yeah. Here.
Okay, press the wheat generator.
Yeah. Can you smell?
I need tree.
Alright. Yeah. Taro, I need meat grinder.
You're gonna. Do we do the first order?
No.
What are we waiting for?
We are waiting for 4 carrots.
Alright, 4 carrots. I think.
I have 3.
I'm dropping 7 carrots.
Oh, thanks. Do I give them to you?
Just put them in. Oh, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
If you have
Drop
it,
me
just
cod
put
when
it.
you guys can. Drop me the cod and the chicken when you guys can.
Okay. 2
Cod,
chicken, 2 cod, 2 bread.
I have.
I'm dropping 10 wheat.
Drop me the chicken. I processed it already.
I don't have
processed
chicken.
it.
5
I
carrots.
dropped wheat.
Yeah.
Do we have salmon? Do we have 3 salmon?
I have 7 here.
Just drop it over.
Oh. Did you grab it?
2 chicken, 2 cod, 2 bread. Is there bread
I'm
in the
giving
chest?
salmon.
Just put bread in the chest. I need chicken.
Okay.
Cod's over.
I have chicken. Here, chicken's back. Smelt that.
How much?
2.
Okay, I have.
Wait, make 5 bread.
I only have 2.
Yeah, it's fine. Make more bread after.
Thanks.
Oh, we just don't finish. It's unlucky.
No.
It is a lot lucky.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Oh, we didn't do the game I really wanted to play.
Hold on. 5 carrots, 5 apples. Do you have all the carrots and apples over?
Oh my god, it's been 2. It's been 3 hours.
I need tree.
No, we need 2 chicken, 2 cod, 2 bread. Do we have all that in? I threw the chicken over. I threw everything else over.
Oh yes.
There's chicken. We need cooked chicken. Okay.
Yeah,
5 apples, 5 carrots. I got it. And 1 carrot juice. I got it. And then 3 salmon, 3 bread. I just need 3 salmon.
3 salmon.
We're good.
I have the salmon.
Yeah, drop it. That's just unlucky. place time. Like I don't know.
think okay.
And
I
the
think we had. But I kept on trying to like tell you about the. It's not. It's not anyone's like fault. I think for it. It's just we kept on misinterpreting it, and then we kept on like. Once we got the right interpretation, we misinterpreted something else, and then it just kept on being like a Saturn. You know what I mean? Like, it's all good though. Like, it's just one
yeah,
game.
it's all
Like,
good.
this is still, even though it looks okay, it looks unwinnable per se. It looks pretty much unwinnable, but that's not the case because we we're not just giver uppers. We don't just
Yeah,
like
that's true.
that's not
It's
us.
just
That's not
so
who we are.
like not finishing is just so bad.
It definitely is.
It like
And
set us up for failure, that game. The first one.
it's
I
okay.
actually like. Did we even do good in the video?
We were doing decent. Like, I think 2 minutes is not bad.
We got 7.
Oh my god. Which one do we want? Which one do we want?
Chalice first?
Let's do Chalice. Yeah, let's just do Chalice right now. Or do we do Minor Mania? You
Let's
wanna have
do
some
minor.
confidence?
Let's do minor. We
I'm
got 3
scared to
games. We
low.
got to make these the best games possible.
We have to actually do perfect. Okay, it's okay. We can do that. We can do
Infume
that.
just said, "Wow." Oh my god.
Oh my Infume.
Infume's not watching my gameplay ever again.
That is not what I expected to happen.
Yeah, like I genuinely thought we were gonna do so well.
The puzzle game is just so dumb. Like, not the puzzle one.
It threw off my rhythm.
The floor one, the pattern one is like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I low-key was into it though. You were telling me where it was, and I was just like,
I did tell you where it was. I'm not gonna lie. I did.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It's okay.
Oh my god.
I'm slow at that one too. Like I'm
It's alright. I'll go minor.
Yeah, I'll play minor.
So we go in. I think you have to right-click this to get the hit. And let's mine a ton of ores. You guys are with the miner kit. You have speed too, so go into interpretation. Go around and
Okay. Just mine.
I got this.
so mine is everyone's priority. Everyone's our priority. You'll go here, and then when you have a bunch of ores, scan on this.
Did all of them respawn
I
immediately?
think it's you.
Yeah, because you use the
So you're gonna need to fight aiming for the emerald. So you guys, it's worth it to fight like at the beginning, like
Okay.
when you guys have
Because you
speed,
don't have anything.
and you guys can sprint hit from like pretty far away because he has
Okay.
speedy. But yeah, so Haru and I will go in, fight people with our cursed energy.
Ooh. We're locked back in. We're locked back in. Don't worry. Okay, look, our confidence, it may feel a little shattered, but it's
Yeah.
not what we're gonna focus on, okay? Because what we have to focus on is the present, right?
Yeah.
How are we gonna get more cursed energy if we're gonna be so focused on the cursed energy in the past, right? That's not how the conservation of energy works.
You're right.
Conservation
You're
of
right.
energy is initial energy equals the final energy. Okay? Come on, let's lock in. Let's lock in. Pull it up. Just keep on bulldozing through. Doesn't matter. Like one game. That was looking our CT changing event, okay? We
It
don't have
was.
to worry about it.
All right, this is the map. So we spawn in, get our kits, and then
Okay.
we have this like staircase on the right and staircase on the left. Or is there something on the left?
So
Yeah.
okay.
No, there's only a staircase here.
What
But
do we see?
it goes up,
Use
and then
diamond.
remember this is void right here. See this like areas?
Yeah, by
These
the
areas where it's red
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
yellow and buttons. Yeah. So if you fall down there, you get hit by a void. But you want to like go to this big choke event first.
Okay.
Where?
Playing
That.
together is
This
key. Like
so
the
we
The
have
gap
one in the back?
speed
Yeah, yeah.
speed.
If you're not with anyone, go find someone and then push. Like
Okay.
we want to like eventually we want or not eventually when we kill a team, like we want to push as a whole team. So like you guys,
Yeah.
the miners will
Oh.
be able to depot all the stuff while
Onto their side.
yeah while we can like protect you with swords and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go straight down
So-
to that doorway.
Should I
No,
come?
no,
Come
Like,
up.
should we stick
I think
together?
everyone go up. Everyone go up.
We're
And
going
then you
up?
can drop down.
Okay.
You can drop down.
Alright.
Like
Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't change the title. Um, yeah. I think I'm gonna end it. I don't know. Just like I'm staring at the screen. Well, it kind of feels like that off stream too. So,
Our members are the mission.
Okay, actually, let's sell these ones.
but I have no idea what I'm doing.
/H sell 3001. We'll put that on. Put that in here. Now I know I've got two, and I do actually owe someone a free copy because they were talking about making a library, and I wanted to donate this. Who was it? Flash message. Carl. Was it? Was it you? Was it you that wanted a copy of my EH guide for a library? Okay. Let's see here. Fortune. I have a copy of this saved as a schematic, so I am, while we're waiting for an answer, I'm going to work on tearing this down. Because I do know... Actually, hold on. We'll keep the glass. I think the glass is going to stay. It's specifically the stone brick.
Wait,
If we have the diary,
they're below.
I'm
They're
switch
below.
that
I'm
out for
dropping. I'm
actually
dropping. I'm
something
dropping. I'm
different.
dropping. So
We use that
Should I
diary.
go deposit?
I got ores. I got ores.
Oh, big turtle's on me. Okay.
I'm depositing.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wait, fake turtle's depositing. Yeah, yeah. Get him. Get him. Get him. He has ores. He has ores. Nice, 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 Griffin.
I got hella.
Nice, 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 nice. Good deposit. Good deposit. Let's get more ores. Can we defend? Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
But yeah, then we're
Hey,
They have ores. They have ores. Right here on
we're
our
gonna
point.
have
On
to
our
go
point.
mining.
Hey, we have to defend together.
I got him. I got him.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Evo,
I'm coming
you have
back,
ores?
but
You
I
have
don't
ores,
have
Evo, or
much.
no?
Yeah, yeah. A little bit, but not that much. Let's try to get more.
Wait, there's someone with 120.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got it.
Kill him.
I have so much. I have
You
so
got
much.
him?
Everett,
Go,
come
go,
here,
go.
come
Middle,
here,
middle,
come
middle.
here.
Go through mid. Go through mid. Go through mid.
Tabby, Tabby, come here, come here.
I hear slimes. Oh gosh, and there are in fact slimes.
I have so much. I have so much.
Let's go, let's go.
I'm stalling.
We're shadowing.
Nice, nice, nice. Full
They
deposit.
deposit?
Deposit.
Alright.
There's been a death at the birthday. Oh
Yeah, yeah. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Wait, let's just get more ores. Griffin, can you
Get
get
more
them?
ores. Get more ores.
Nice. I'm getting ores. I'm getting ores. I'm getting ores.
Why is there so many slimes?
Oh, they're after
It's
me.
fine. Just deposit. Deposit. Deposit.
Wait,
Deposit.
Why are there
they
rogue
got
slimes
more,
at
I have more, I
someone's
have more.
birthday?
Let's see. Which
36 they got.
Get ready to push. Get ready to push. Get ready to push. I have 7. I have 7.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Push, push, push. We have one more push. One more push. We got it.
Everyone, come together. Everyone, come together.
Go, go, go.
Where are you guys?
We're winning. We're winning. We're winning.
If you deposit, more deposit.
I'm trying. I'm not gonna make it.
Yes.
Oh, we
Okay, bye bye.